Hello. I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm so fucking upset right now. Whatever. What the fuck ever, man. Unfucking believable. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not on at a particular time every night to make it easy for people, but this turnout combined with events that took place just moments before streaming, this may not be a long one. Folks, or folk, I don't know. What's appropriate? Is plural even appropriate? How is my audience doing? Holy shit. All right, well, if this is just a couple of minutes of me ranting, I'll do that. I'll get that out of the way. Hi. I don't know if you can see this. That back there on the floor next to my bathroom is that brand new streamer gamer chair thing that I purchased not 3 months ago. It's already done. It's done. That piece of shit chair just a couple of days ago. I'm like, why is this thing so like unstable? I'm just trying to sit up straight and I'm like leaning forward. I feel like I'm like someone is holding me by the scruff of my fucking shirt neck or whatever, like while I'm leaning over a cliff. So I'm like, what the hell's going on with this? What's going on with my chair? Oh, well, maybe it's one of these cheap-ass design chairs that everybody sells these days. You got to put it together when you get it. So I picked up the Allen wrench or whatever, and I started tightening every screw on this thing. That ought to do it, right? No. Oh, that's when you start to ask yourself, gee, was I stupid enough maybe to buy a chair that couldn't support my weight? Because I'm a pretty large guy, especially compared to the average person in this part of the world. Yeah, I actually took months between figuring out when it was economically, fiscally, whatever, responsible to purchase this chair. Because it is, a comfort upgrade. It's not a necessity. But the chair I'm sitting in now, which is the chair I've returned to, is a chair from like 1958 for like a fucking laundromat waiting area chair. It is metal. It is hard. But guess what? It doesn't fucking break, and it hasn't broken for 70 years. Meanwhile, this piece of shit couldn't make it 70 days. This piece of shit chair. You motherfucker. You piece of shit. Yeah, that's right. You motherfucker. Piece of shit. Fuck you. There went another wheel. Piece of shit. The hydraulic base of this chair. I look at it this morning, and it's just there's no stability at all. No stability at all. An absolute disaster class in structural integrity. This piece of shit chair. I fucking streamed my ass off for months and months trying to get this other channel to grow just so I could maybe earn a little bit of money so I could maybe start to grow the pieces around me to just grow. My first little dip into like, oh, here's something to reward you for your good work. This chair. Now I'm like all the other YouTubers. I'm like all the other streamers out there. I got this same stupid fucking chair with the big high back, the gamer chair, the fucking neck pillow, the fucking lumbar support. It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit with armrests. That's what it is. Piece of shit. And I spent on this. I didn't buy the fucking bottom of the barrel. God damn it, man. 3 months you couldn't give me? You couldn't give me 3 months? I spent more time researching exactly the chair to get than I had using it. And yeah, did I throw out my back? Fucking throwing this thing around right before I went on stream? Yes. So my lower right back is all fucking jacked up now. Look at this fucking thing. Just look at it. Look at it sitting over there. You can barely see it now. It's sitting up. It's in its upright position. Piece of shit. Thing only weighs like 300 fucking pounds. It only weighs like 300 fucking pounds. Fuck my back pain. Compared to having trigeminal neuralgia, back pain is a walk in the fucking park. Three hours into the new year, my laptop just falls apart. The fucking hinge just burst open like a fucking, I don't know, like some kind of nature birthing. So that fell apart. And what, 4 days later, my chair... It's like I'm getting every signal. Hey, Steve, 2025 is not going to be your year. And the only thing in your life right now that you're looking at with some sort of optimism, some sort of hope, that you're putting some sort of passion into, something that you care about, something to give you a reason to keep living and fighting through the bullshit, neuralgia, and everything else, is the growth of this goddamn YouTube channel. And it seems like a bit of a sign when 2 days into the goddamn year, for a guy trying to stream, his fucking chair breaks and his fucking laptop breaks. Hello? Are we okay? I'll be quieter, sorry. I'm on the air right now, if you can believe it. All right, some kind of weird noise outside my front door. I think it's, yeah, I don't know. Yes? It's finished, I'm sorry. I buy this chair, you see this chair? I pay good money for this chair. It's a piece of shit. It's broken. It doesn't. I can't use it. I'm very upset. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will stop. Okay.
No order, no order. Okay.
I'm sorry.
With TikTok, no order. 1,000,000% broken and early line. Joke. You can go look in the shop.
No,
Buy.
I wait long time for money to buy for this and 2 month and break. So I'm just very upset.
Okay. Only people sleep for me, Mama. I don't know. I cannot to sleep. I go up look. Yo, he cannot to sleep. Dum dum dum.
Pokety might been right, all right?
Ben lie, Ben. For how many people sleep?
No, but I mean me. Like I'm not making noise, right?
I know that you can little bit.
Today I had a problem. I'm sorry. Well, that was a first. That was a first. Trust me, you got to do a lot to get a knock on the door saying you've been too loud. You got to do a lot. That was my first. Just a bad omen, I guess. It is pretty funny to hear people talk about how they can't sleep. That's what the house lady just said. People below you complaining they can't sleep when it's almost 9 a.m. on a Wednesday. Because I live in a town where more than half the people that live here, their sleep schedule is like party till 7 a.m., then go to sleep, wake up at like 2 in the afternoon, and repeat the cycle. So for them, it's like they just went to bed an hour ago. But I got to tiptoe around? Really? I mean, it's kind of an urban setting. There's a fucking venue right across the street from me now playing live music all night into the morning. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. music playing. I can hear it. I can hear people chattering. I can hear motorbikes whizzing by. It's noise. But I made the noise today. I made the noise. So I got the knock on the door. Lady, I couldn't even look at her. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't even look at her. I'm just like looking straight down to the floor, not trying to disrespect her, but just like, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm sorry. And I will be so. I mean, you know what? I feel absolute relief from beating the shit. It's not the one time though, Dead Space. That's the thing. When I'm doing my Orioles channel, I'm calling games at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning over here, and sometimes I'm screaming like home run and this or that, you know. But the problem with this is I was basically lifting up this 100-pound chair and just smashing it down into the floor over and over again. Just picking it up and smashing it, picking it up and smashing it. So that's a lot of noise if you're living right below. But that's my first official complaint. That's my first official complaint. So getting back to my life falling apart. It's kind of hard to feel any sort of morale right now. I got to be honest. This chair just fucking. It took an open wound and it just fucking stretched it even farther. Holy cow. Man. What's going on? I don't know. I'm not sure if the house lady knows that I'm streaming right now. I have a feeling she thinks I'm just sitting here talking to myself alone, which I basically am because I have an audience of 2 fucking people. And with the language barrier and everything, she's probably not picking up on exactly what I'm saying, just hears a person mumbling to themselves in their room. But I can hear her outside my door right now doing something. So maybe just hovering around to see if I get loud again. I don't know. What a piece of shit. I'm so angry at this chair. I'm just so angry. And I don't know how to escape this seemingly like on the nose, like symbolism of maybe you're not cut out to be a YouTuber. Maybe being a YouTuber isn't for you. Here's a sign. The chair you need, broken after 2 months. Here's another sign. The laptop you use, just broke in half. I mean, again, this. Here's the state of my, once. Where is it? You can't even. Oh, there you go. Can you see? Can you see how the? I don't know. Whatever. It's fucking. Yeah. Just everything breaking around me. Right at the moment where it's like I gotta need everything to work just so I can survive long enough to maybe start making a little bit of money and finding a little bit of stability. And now I'm and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There's a new Orioles channel out there that I got to be worried about because this fucking dude who's putting out garbage content, I'm sorry, but it's just garbage. I can't even figure out if the dude is even a fan of the team. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck is this guy uploading every day and getting views now into the thousands for just nonsense content where he basically will just take whatever rumor of the day and add nothing to it. Like there's no substance to this shit at all. The chair was crazy. Dead Space, you don't even know. Before I went on the stream, you don't even know what I did to this fucking chair. AI slop. You been watching Charlie's videos this morning, D? I just watched Charlie's AI slop video like an hour ago. You can see it in my watch history. Yeah, there it is. There's Charlie talking about AI slop. Let me show you this channel. Why not? We're on this side of things. So it's called like Orioles Nation. And I figured out why it's getting more traction than it really ought to be. That's why I figured you mentioned AI slop, D. I'm a pretty hip guy for 47. I'm following what's going on. Orioles Digest. I'm sorry. It's this channel. It's this channel right here, which has got 622 subscribers after just 23 videos. And yeah, what started in the hundreds is now getting into the couple of thousands in views. And it's growing quickly. And I'm like, why is this growing? Because it is such clickbait content. You can see every thumbnail is just repetitious as fuck. It's just one of these just like thrown together without any heart type of YouTube channels. And this dude, again, if you just hover over each of these videos, well, we're not really, yeah, it's just him up against a white wall. Not that my background is any better, but I mean, like, half of these titles for these videos are inaccurate or misleading or at best speculative, and it's very clickbaity. But it's not, because this is why. Digest Media. Look, there's a fucking version of this for tons and tons of professional sports teams out there. Apparently mostly in Canada. But, all right, well, there's the Warriors. But as you can see, there's a digest. So this is part of a network. So this dude somehow joined this. I don't know how it worked. Yeah, with an AI generated fucking logo. Fuck this. Fuck everybody, man. I can't compete with this shit. I don't want to compete with this shit. Why would I compete with a lack of originality, a lack of heart, soulless fucking popcorn surface level garbage? I'm not competing with that. Look, I get it. I'm a man that is not born in the right place and time. I was so not meant for this day and age. No. Nah. I am in the wrong fucking place and time. Well, not the wrong place. I can't do anything about the time, though. I found the right place. It's still the wrong fucking time. That I'm not familiar with. How you doing, Fitz? By the way, Fitz, my chair is... My coveted chair is kaput. 3 months, I think I got out of it. I mean, in terms of using it for my channel, for the Orioles channel, I think I got maybe 10 games out of it. It's just unbelievable. I did what any normal person would do, and that is I abused and beat the shit out of it after it was more than abundantly clear that the structural integrity of the chair was beyond repair. The fucking the main hydraulic like fucking pillar was just, it was unstable in its own like nesting place. It was just wobbly. So you sit in the chair and you're just like on a weeble wobble. There's no and if you just try to sit still, what it wants to do is make you just lean forward. It's impossible to sit in now. I tried to like tilt the back part of the chair back to compensate for the fact that it was leaning forward, but unless you want me to see a guy streaming looking like he's at the fucking dentist's office, it's visually not too appealing. I knew the chair wasn't going to last. I knew. I mean, when I got it and I put it together, I'm saying to myself, God, I hate these kind of fucking chairs to begin with because I hate the whole I mean, these things are built to not last. But 2 or 3 fucking months? Yeah, the chair and the laptop fits. All the while with a channel that's dying while some bullshit channel like this is growing. While, I don't know if you knew this, but in about 13 days, shit's going to be off the fucking rails. This asshole wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America because that's an important issue. Oh, and Canada, just let us annex you on in. No, you don't really have any sort of culture or history or anything. Just, yeah, come on. Dude, how can I not feel right now that nothing is going to work out? That everything is going to wind up awful. This is why when you see me in a good mood, this is why if you ever hear me talk about my morning walk or just a simple conversation I had somebody that was nice, anything in this life that just approaches something satisfying, I cherish it because I know that those moments are getting fewer and farther between as time goes on. And it's not just my age. I think age plays into it for everybody, but it's age plus this de-evolution of the human race that's going on right now. Holy shit. I don't know how to cope with it. I don't know what to do. Oh, by the way, I also fucked up while I'm at it. Let me get this off my chest. You see, I live on the other side of the planet from America. I still have my bank in America. I still pay my taxes. I still, on paper, in a lot of ways, am, you know, in America. But I have this monthly exercise where I have 2 bank accounts, okay? And the second account, this is something I learned before I made my permanent move out here, because I was trying to figure out logistically, like, how am I going to, do I need to get a Thai bank account? Do I need to just withdraw from the ATM? Isn't that going to, what are the fees for that? Isn't that going to get out of hand? Is that going to make it maybe not worth doing this? And then I did some research and I found that there is a bank that their ATM card, if you use it internationally or if you just use it at any ATM, there's no ATM fee. Like, you'll get charged by the machine on site, but whatever the fee is, the bank, your bank just takes care of the fee. You're good to go. So the way I'm structured is that I have my main bank account and this secondary bank account that allows me to withdraw without fees. So what I do is every month I transfer enough money to live off of from the main bank account to this secondary account. That way, with that card I'm walking around with or whatever, if it gets lost or if something, I'm only losing a little bit of my money, right? Not the whole, you know, it's a nice little guardrail while also giving me this perk of not having to worry about fees, right? It's perfect. I recommend it if you ever want to live abroad. Charles Schwab, there. Free plug. But anyway, this is something I've been doing now for about 10 years, and there's been a time or two where I was a little bit late in remembering to, like, put in for my next transfer of funds to this other account, and I had to, like, suck it up for a day or two down to, like, no money left. But this time I really fucked up. Because I'm down to like the equivalent of maybe $25 American. And just this morning, I'm like, oh my God, I thought I still had one more like withdrawals worth of money in the bank from the ATM, but I don't. So I put in my transfer and it's going to take like 6 days minimum, probably 6 or 7 days. Either way, I got to live the next 6 or 7 days off of enough money that normally would last me 2, maybe 3. And it's not like I'm splurging. Like I can't really live much cheaper than I already am. And yet somehow I'm going to have to figure that out. So yeah, that got screwed up. The chair screwed up. The laptop screwed up. My channel's going nowhere. My neighbors are now upset at me. Fucking Trump's about to take over again. Fucking... what else? Oh, yeah, I threw my fucking back out. Fucking what else? I just can't. I can't. All I want to do is just focus on getting my website, the stream for the Oriole channel looking nice and everything looking nice. I'll sit in this fucking god-awful chair for a whole nother year again. I'll do it. I don't care. I don't care if I have to suffer if it leads me to some modicum of success. Please. I mean, all things considered, you know, you're working for NBC Sports for a decade. You're doing a bang-up job. Your immediate supervisor is praising you for keeping the entire department together because a couple of other people on the staff weren't pulling their weight. Next thing you know, I have a fucking heart attack. I need triple bypass surgery. I'm laid up for 6 months, still trying to do my work. And then as soon as that 6-month period is up and I'm like, well, I got a clean bill of health, a week later, NBC says, we're going in a different direction. So your career with us is over now. So good luck with that. So then I'm wondering, well, what's my next move? Because I'm not, Dead Space, it's all in the description. This is not. God, this is not supposed to be that kind of. I mean, I can't turn you away though, man, because. But yeah, it's right there somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, it's this Ko-Fi. Oh, that's oh yeah, that's right. Changed the name because of. But either way, man, look. What's going on right now? Like a donation. If it were enough, if my channel is like mid-July and there's like thousands of views and like hundreds in chat, and I'm getting some super chats and the overall like ad revenue generated. I'm it's fine, but I'm in the middle of the off season of the first season. This is the toughest time to get through because, and I don't even know. God, the way the Oriole fans are acting about this off season, I don't even know who the hell is going to want to turn into the ball game. Everybody's moaning about what players we've brought in, and everybody's moaning about how none of it matters because we can't win a goddamn playoff game anyway. So it's just like, I feel this just oncoming pessimism from people that I plan on spending 3 hours a day with every fucking day for 6 months plus, that I don't know if I want to deal with anymore. I don't know if I want to deal with everybody's fucking pessimism as I sit here and rant about everything that's wrong. But I have a reason to be upset about the things I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you, Nicholas. You say we, but I don't know if you should be talking on behalf of everybody because I got a lot of people that fucking hate me. They loathe me. They are rooting for me to fail. Rooting, I tell you. And you know what? They should be feeling pretty confident right now because this is getting down to this is getting into scary territory right here for me. I was already like mentally not doing so hot, and I've been awake for a few hours today, and I wish I never woke up. I wish I had never woke up if this was what today was going to be. So anyway, Fitz, you're not streaming tonight, man? Where are you? You still around? Piece of shit chair, man. You're there? Are you not streaming? Because you really had me hanging out to dry on our fantasy GM challenge. We sat there and I went over your entire team, looked at all the players and their different seasons, and then the moment came when it was time to look at my team, and Fitz just 86'd his way out of the room. And now I've had to sit here with this franchise with one game left to go in the regular season on permanent hold until Fitz is ready to see the team. You're fine. I'm eating over the microphone. So we're even now because I'm eating on the microphone. Not fair to anybody else. I honestly don't know what to do with this chair. I mean, I know what I want to do with this chair. I know exactly what I want to do with it. I want to take it into my balcony and hurl it over and watch it land on the ground and hopefully smash into more pieces than it's already in. That's what I would like to do. But I know if I do that, I'll probably be deported. I mean, believe me, if I had the right weapon, I would be like going at it like with a baseball bat. But I don't. I've got a broomstick, but it's too cheap. I looked around. Believe me, Nicholas, I looked around. I'm like, please let me find something that'll give me the pleasure I'm seeking, and just beating the shit out of this pointless, useless piece of shit chair. Piece of shit. God, I can't stand shoddy made shit. That's the other thing that drives me nuts. It's just how so many things in the modern age are built to crap out on you in months, if not a year or two, when all those same things for centuries were made and designed to last generations. Generations. If you bought a car like in the late 50s and you took proper maintenance of it, that car would still be driving around. You buy a fucking modern car today, good luck with it in 3 or 4 years. And then everybody buys into it. Well, it's time to trade her in. Trade her in? Why? It's an automobile. This is high-tech gadgetry. It ought to be able to work for a little while. Same with the computers, same with the phones. These things are designed to crap out on you after X amount of time. And every company is in on it because, you know, your number one retort to that theory would be, well, if a company were to do that, why would they get any returning customers? Clearly, their products are shitty. But if every computer company just has a handshake deal behind the curtain going, yeah, we'll all do it that way. Because, yeah, maybe company A customer won't return to because their laptop crapped out on them. They'll go over to company B, but it's just going to be the same thing. Same with the phone, cars, you know, all the things that you need in the modern age. You would think, yeah, maybe they'd figure out how to build them to last. But we can't even figure out a chair anymore. We can't even figure out a chair. Folks, 3 months this chair lasted me. 3 months. And I didn't even, I swear to you, I swear on anything that I believe in, all the things that I believe in, because I can't swear on anything else because it's stupid. God, doesn't really mean anything. Everything that I care about, I swear, I did not abuse this chair to get it into the bad shape it so quickly got into. It was just a piece of shit from day one. From the jump. It's like the Tacoma Narrows Bridge that was built out in Washington State back in the 50s or whatever. Anybody familiar with that Tacoma Narrows Bridge story? You might have seen footage of a weebly wobbly bridge that's just swaying back and forth because it was a complete design flaw. It wasn't supported to handle wind current. And it just started. Yeah. Same thing we got over here with this fucking chair. Maria, when it comes to these kinds of chairs, everything's a complete cheap knockoff. It feels like you have to spend $1,000 for anything not to be a cheap knockoff. Yeah, it fits. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It flopped around right before the grand opening. And there's There's footage. There's footage of a little dog that's out there. One guy kind of walking back. 1940. Yeah, this fucking thing. Everybody's seen this. My chair is the equivalent of this fucking bridge. So there you can see it. Imagine driving across this. There you go. There's my chair. There's the engineered geniuses behind my chair. Yeah, Nicholas, do you know anything about Orioles Digest? Because I'm ready to just lay into everything right now. So here's the car with the one man and the dog. You'll see, is that the dog right there? I think that's it right there. So yeah, this bridge was a giant fuck up. Absolutely. Manufactured to break after X amount of time. I mean, with computers, it's so easy to do. You just set something up to go off after like 9 months. Suddenly some program is not acting right, or you know what I mean? Like it's so easy to manipulate a phone or a computer to just fuck up after a given amount of time, no matter how well you take care of it, no matter how good you do it, not like overloading it with data and shit. Like, it'll just do it anyway. Because what's the point of these companies building something that could last you potentially the rest of your life? Where's that revenue going to keep coming from? They need those sales to be annually hitting the same spot, even though it doesn't really make sense, because once everybody buys a fucking phone, everybody should be okay for a little while. But no, it's just an endless cycle, and it's all designed that way, and all I have to say about it without screaming my lungs out and getting thrown out of my building is fuck you. People always make fun of me. Oh, man, you buy such a cheap phone. I'm like, yeah, because I know it. No matter what the fuck I buy, that's the thing. For those out there that get like the state-of-the-art, the iPhone, whatever we're up to now, they wind up getting a phone after a couple of years anyway, at most, because they just want to be the person with the latest fucking phone. For then, it's a status symbol. So either way, if you want to be economical about it or you want to be a douchebag about it and impress people, you're buying a phone that's going to last you 2 fucking years at the most. And it's fucking stupid. It's stupid. I'm sick of it, man. Oh, good for you, Nicholas. I try, man. Like the phone I have right now, I'm gonna use it until I can't possibly use it anymore. Okay, here's the clip of the guy with the dog. Can you imagine being on this thing and you're like, oh shit, my dog's still in the car. I gotta run back there. Oh, believe me, when it comes to like payments and phone bills and shit, like that part, the phone company hasn't figured out how to fuck me yet, because I pay as I go. I have so little use for data, because where I live, it's like anywhere you go, somebody's got Wi-Fi that is free and like open, and it's just so easy. Yeah, I really just use it for necessary telephone. I don't even take it out with me most places I go. The only reason I even have a phone like this is because there's a couple of things you have to have it for. I don't use it to look for stuff on the internet. Why would I? It's so fucking small in my hand. I can't even see what I'm looking at. Why would you? I see people watching movies on a phone, and I'm just going, what are you doing? It's like trying to look at paintings in a museum through a fucking, like a pinhole. Like a fucking camera obscura. Anyway. How you doing, chair? All right, yeah, listening is different. Listening, Nicholas, and it's okay. Here's the guy. He's pretty calm, all things considered. I'd say this bridge might be in trouble. Wouldn't you agree? This bridge just might be in trouble. I'm not sure. There was a good analogy. I already forgot what it was. All right, and now the big moment. And there it goes. And that would be, folks, the visual representation of me in my chair this morning. Great success. I mean, it's still flapping in the breeze. How did they not account for the wind? Anyway, look at these awesome cars of the era. Again, cars like this, look at that. They're built out of like solid chrome. These things were not going anywhere forever. You want to say hi to my chair again? I'm so mad. Wait, can I just go back and maybe get a listen to me going crazy over the chair? Like, when did it happen? It didn't happen very long into this, all right?
Chair.
Chair.
Just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this thing so like unstable? I'm just trying to sit up straight and I'm like leaning forward. I feel
All right, looks like it's about here.
And yeah, did I throw out my back? Fucking throwing this thing around right before I went on stream? Yes. So my lower right back is all fucking jacked up now.
Still is.
Look at this fucking thing. Just look at it. Look at it sitting over there. You can barely see it now. It's sitting up. It's in its upright position.
You know it's been a good stream. Oh, here I go. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. I had enough.
Thing only weighs like 300 fucking pounds.
It really is heavy. It is very heavy.
It only weighs like 300 fucking pounds. Fuck my back pain. Compared to having trigeminal neuralgia, back pain is a walk in the fucking park.
Boy, I'm a treat to be around, aren't I?
3 hours into the new year, my laptop just falls apart. Ow. The fucking hinge just burst open like a fucking, I don't know, like some kind of nature birthing. So that fell apart. And what, 4 days later, my chair, it's like I'm getting every signal. Hey.
By the way, I was looking for an analogy. Why couldn't I just say my laptop burst open like a alien popping out of a chest? Because that's basically what it looked like. But yeah, I had a good analogy apparently not long ago, but that one was a failure.
Hey, Steve, 2025 is not going to be your year. And the only thing in your life right now that you're looking at with some sort of optimism, some sort of hope, that you're putting some sort of passion into, something that you care about.
I'm not even on camera.
To keep living and fighting through the bullshit, neuralgia, and everything else. Is the growth of this goddamn YouTube channel. And it seems like a bit of a sign when 2 days into the goddamn year for a guy trying to stream his...
What the fuck? Where's the part where I have to go to the door?
You got to do a lot to get a knock on the door saying...
Oh, it already happened.
If you can believe it.
Where's the part where I'm beating the shit out of it?
Grow! Turn 2 is a chair from like 1958. Piece of shit. The hydraulic base of this chair. I look at it this morning, and it's just... If this is just a couple of minutes of me... You got to put it together. Chair! Now I'm like...
I just love how I just randomly... bounce around, and every time I play a new piece, you just hear me yelling chair.
Like all the other YouTubers, I'm like all the other streamers out there. I got this same stupid fucking chair with the big high back, the gamer chair, the fucking neck pillow, the fucking lumbar. Give you a reason to keep living and fighting through the goddamn YouTube channel. Into the goddamn year, laptop breaks.
This is like Casey Kasem's rant. This is an all-time rant.
Hello?
Oh, this is where the door.
Are you okay? I'll be quieter, sorry.
Can I please go to the Casey Kasem death dedication?
I'm on the air
clip
right now, if you can believe it. All right, some kind of weird noise outside my front door. I think it's, yeah, I don't know.
Now,
Yes?
we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay?
Piece of my chair.
Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. This is last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying. Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous, fucking ponderous.
Oh, yeah, non-stop music. Rick Dees, let me get that phone. All right, you got a special request?
Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication.
No problem. We'll play it for you. Here's the death dedication, just for you.
I don't know what that Rick Dees part was about, but... How about Orson Welles' fish sticks? Or no, frozen peas. Yeah, that one's good. Ah, shit.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of people getting together.
Good.
We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. Do you really mean that?
Yeah, so in other words, I'd start half a second late.
Don't you think you really want to say July over the snow? Isn't that the fun of it?
If you can make it almost when that shot disappears, it'll make my...
I think it's so nice that you see a snow-covered field and say every July peas grow there. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. We aren't even in the fields, you see.
Yeah, we aren't.
We're talking about them growing, and she's picked them.
Yeah.
On what?
In July.
I don't understand you then. What must be over for July?
When we get out of that snowy field.
When I was out, we were onto a can of peas, a big dish of peas when I said in July.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, always.
In July.
I'm always past that.
You are.
Yes. Well, that's about where I say in July.
Can you emphasize a bit in July?
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. There's no known way of saying an English sentence in which you begin a sentence with in and emphasize it. Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go down on you. That's just idiotic, if you'll forgive me by saying so. That's just stupid. In July. I'd love to know how you emphasize in July. Impossible. Meaningless.
I think all they were thinking about was that they didn't want to...
He isn't thinking.
Wilson, can we just do one last...
Yeah?
And it was my fault. I said in July. If you can leave every July...
You didn't say it. He said it.
It's every July.
Your friend.
Fraction later.
Every July?
So after this show...
No, you don't really mean every July.
It is. That's
Bad copy. It's in July. Of course it's every July. There's too much directing around here.
Could I have one more go, Orson, please? Sorry.
What?
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not used to having more than one person in there. One more word out of you and you go. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I take directions from one person under protest. But from two, I don't sit still. But who the hell are you, anyway?
Oh, I'm the engineer.
Well, why the hell are you asking me for another one?
Well, I thought there was a slight bonk, and I would just like to be safe.
Jesus. What is a gonk? Do you mind telling me what that is?
No, a bang from outside.
A bang from outside.
Norway. Fish fingers, Findus, Norway. We know a certain fjord in Norway, near where the cod gather in great shoals. There, Stangeland. Shit.
Fraction more on that shoals thing, because you rolled it around very nicely.
Yeah, roll it around and I have no more time.
I know.
You don't know what I'm up against. Because it's full of things that are only correct because they're grammatical, but they're tough on the ear. You see, this is a very wearying one. It's unpleasant to read. Unrewarding. Because Findus freeze the cod at sea and then add a crumb crisp coating. That's tough, crumb crisp coating. I think, no, because of the way it's written, you need to break it up, because it's not as conversationally written. What?
Take crumb out.
Take crumb out. Good. Here under protest is beef burgers. We know a little place in the American far west where Charlie Briggs chops up the finest prairie-fed beef and tastes... This is a lot of shit, you know that. You want one more?
Yeah,
More on what, beef?
You missed the first beef, actually, completely.
What do you mean missed it?
You're emphasizing prairie fed.
But you can't emphasize beef. That's like his wanting me to emphasize in before July. Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads.
Right.
I wouldn't direct any living actor like this in Shakespeare. Well, you do this. It's impossible.
Orson, you did 6 last year, and by far and away the best, and I know the
The
reason
right reading for this is the one I'm giving it.
at the moment.
I spent
Of course he's right. He's Orson
20 times
fucking
more
Welles.
for you people than any other commercial I've ever made. You are such pests. Now, what is it you want?
No, I think
In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want?
That is the greatest insult in history. In the depths of your ignorance, what is it that you want?
What is it you want?
No, I think
In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want? Whatever it is you want, I can't deliver because I just don't see it.
that was absolutely fine. It really was. You
It isn't worth it. No money is worth it.
What is it you want? In the depths of your ignorance. Maha, the French.
Turn camera. 102, take one.
Maha, the French.
With overlap, action please.
She doesn't do anything?
Action awesome please.
Just do anything?
No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take two.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
102, take three. Action please.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its
French.
excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So
Cut.
Paul Masson.
The French. The French. Hey, Andrea. Hey, everybody. How many people are here? 9. As in, what chances do I have at finding success while I'm still here? 9. 9.
Piece of shit chair. This piece of shit. Best design chairs that everybody sells these days. You got to put it together when you get it.
When did I
By
get up and
compare-
beat the shit?
You know, chair I'm sitting in for like a fucking laundry.
It goes pretty far, Dead Space. Thanks, man. Did you send a donation? I mean, I would bring it up right on the... You say the beginning, but I had a song. Was I doing it during the song?
Next to my bathroom.
Yeah, like there it is on the floor. But I go back
new-
and I go back and give it another... It's like the Office Space computer printer scene.
Streamer gamer chair thing that I purchased not 3 months ago. It's already done. It's done. That piece of shit chair just a couple of days ago. I'm like, why is this thing so like unstable? I'm just trying to sit up straight and I'm like leaning forward.
I don't know. I don't feel like looking for it now. Whatever. All right, well, what now? Yeah, I'm sure Orson was buzzed. I gotta go blow my nose a little better. I'll be right back.
Is that sweetness, that fresh summer blueberry flavor.
Chewy on the inside, crisp on the outside.
Right.
This is good. So good. This is how I want to start my day.
You can toast them if you and do what Stacey said.
Yeah.
Take them out of the freezer, put it in the microwave for just a couple of seconds so that you can slice it. Cliff would always tell you to put it in the oven because that's the perfect way to toast them. I do them in the toaster, and I think they're just as good because you get
I do too.
toasted on both sides.
Right? Yes.
And then however you're going to enjoy them. If it's the breakfast sandwich with the eggs, cheese, and a piece of
everything
sausage.
bagel with the breakfast
Oh my
sandwich or
gosh.
the Rastelli burger.
Oh,
Amazing.
right. We have Kansas City burgers coming up.
Oh, okay. You have
Yeah.
Kansas City coming up. And what's amazing with the everything too is Cliff, the owner, really spent years trying to get the ratio of the ingredients. So the everything is poppy seed, sesame seed, garlic, onion, and a little bit of salt. But you can't add the
What the
same
hell is
amount
that?
of each because the garlic would overpower the poppy
Right.
seed. You want the nuttiness of the sesame seed.
How are you supposed to bite into a bagel that looks like this?
So he really spent a long time to get it right, and he
What is this?
did. And I love to use these. I cut them up and I make an everything
Don't get closer.
bagel strata.
Something don't look
So with eggs, spinach, goat
like this egg.
Oh, that
cheese,
sounds
crumbled
good.
sausage,
Yum.
yeah, and some cherry tomatoes, and you bake that up.
Don't break any more chairs. Well, here's the deal, Fitz. The chair that I'm now sitting in is the original chair. There's something wrong with the sound. I don't know. Everything else is broken, Marcia. So if the microphone is the newest broken thing, color me not shocked. Let's see how bad things sound now.
Let's see how bad things sound.
Oh, well, QVC, what are you going to do? So yeah, I'm back to this chair
I don't
here.
need to add any salt or seasoning to the egg
already in there.
because it's in the bagel, and
All
it's
right,
just
so
beautiful.
let me give you one more update. Again, the first time that we have ever done an 18 count, and that was by viewer request. Because maybe you don't have as much room after the holidays in your freezer now, and you want the bagels, but you don't want a ton. So you get 18. You can get them all in the plain, as you see here. There are 200 remaining. You can get them all in the blueberry.
Yeah, the OG
Chelsea's
chair. You know
favorite.
why? Because this chair is older than I am, and it was built during a time in human history where people actually put making quality products that lasted and, you know, maybe building customers through making quality products. And they lasted. Things were built to last. Now they're not. You say do better. Yeah, I mean, this chair would probably like survive like a bombing. I'm not even joking. Because this thing is like straight up forged metal. The cushion might take a beating, but even that, there's hardly any cushion to speak of. But just looking at this fucking chair right now, I'm looking at it with such contempt. Ugh. What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. Just to think, like, the entire process to put why? You got to build all these individual parts and come up with a design and you know, you add all these little features to make it look like it's something nice and modern and sophisticated, you know, with the lumbar little padding and the little neck pillow thing and whatever. And at the end of the day, it's like so many other things. It's just made to look visually appealing, like in a fucking photograph. And that's it. It's not made to last. It's not made for everyday use and survive what wear and tear you would expect from sitting in the same chair every day. No. No, that part of it all, that's that's not really that's not really in their priority list. So here's a piece of chair. Maybe I'll start auctioning some of my chair pieces off. I feel so bad too because This chair was basically funded by one person in the Orioles birdwatcher community. Somebody had sent me a super chat for like $100. Might even been like 150. And I'm like, wow, that is extremely generous. And everyone's like, dude, come on, man. You've done enough time in that awful chair. You need to go out and get a real chair. And this dude was like, dude, here's some money. Go. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. And I got the chair. And again, this chair made its debut with about a week left to go in the season. So this chair was in use for about 10 fucking games on my Orioles channel. And now it's done with. It's over. 10 games I got out of it. And I spent what? I don't know. But I guess we're looking at somewhere around $20 to $25 per game, the cost of this chair. If we're going to break it down that way. Not a good investment. This is the Marcus Stroman of chairs. It was a bad investment. 1 hour, 7 minutes back. Yeah, but for me, so that would be right at 10 minutes. But I don't know where, I mean, this is 9:30.
Shit. Couldn't make it 70 days. This piece of shit. Piece of shit chair.
Oh, there it goes. There. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. You, motherfucker. Piece of shit. Fuck you. There went another wheel.
Just sitting there in my own
piece of shit. The hydraulic base of this
so it was
chair.
right before where I was. I was so right there. All right, let's. You know what? This deserves like a full screen look. I need to see my own cringe. Folks, it's cringe binge. Aren't I allowed to be the source of cringe myself?
Folks, it's.
Uh-oh.
Cheap-ass design chairs that everybody sells these days. You got to put it together when you get it. So I picked up that couldn't support my weight because months between figuring out when it was economically, fiscally, whatever, responsible to purchase this chair because it is, a comfort upgrade. It's not a necessity. But the chair I'm sitting in now, which is the chair I've returned to, is a chair from like 1958 for like a fucking laundromat waiting area chair. It is metal. It is hard. But guess what? It doesn't fucking break, and it hasn't broken for 70 years. Meanwhile, this piece of shit couldn't make it 70 days. This piece of shit. Piece of shit chair. Yeah, that's right. You, motherfucker. Piece of shit. Fuck you. There went another wheel.
So that's what I look like when I'm angry. You know, it's not often you get a chance to see what you really look like when you're really fucking, like, angry. That's the look. That's what it looks like. God. So yeah, the chair is, I'd say rest in peace, but fuck that. You only reserve that for things that deserve it, right? Rust in pieces. How about that? Piece of shit.
There's 100 remaining there. Or you can get them all in everybody's favorite, the Everything Bagel. 450 of those remaining. They're going to ship
from Chicago into your apartment to BW a long distance. Enthusiastic dedication of zeal and sympathy over your computer, your nasal passages. Thanks, Andrea. Just to clarify, nasal passage, all on the left side. Right side, normal person. I'm a Batman villain. I'm Two-Face. I've got two separate faces on one head. Which try living with that for 10 God, this is 15 years now. No, 16. 15 or 16 years I'm now into trigeminal neuralgia. Great. It's now more than a third of my life. Soon it'll be half. Good times. What else is going on? I don't know. Oh, no. I wasn't trying to be like, how dare you? I feel like I can never do a proper, full explanation of this condition. I honestly wish it was both. I wish both my sinuses would feel the same. I would rather them be equally bad than one be bad and one be fine. It's so... your equilibrium is just so fucked up all the time. Anyway.
Ship out on January 13th, so they have not been made yet.
Nope.
And once you place your order,
I'm not going to order something that hasn't been made yet.
Individual flavors or the combo, which is going to give you 6 of each of the flavors. Then you can get them in your home in a couple of days, put them in the freezer, and then they're ready for you to
Put them in the
enjoy.
freezer.
1,000 of these already spoken for. They're consistently... It's a winner.
Yeah, it's a true New York
Yeah, it
City
is.
bagel that you don't have to stand in line for. You don't have to get out in the cold to go to a bakery to
And
get. It's
you pay
delivered.
You don't have to go out into the
Yeah,
cold
If you were
for
in
your
New
bagel.
York, standing in line, I guarantee you are not getting a bagel for $1.50.
This is a better way.
It's all good. Stacey will be back.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Continue in the process of placing your order for that. When Stacey comes back, she's coming with the Maggie and Mary soups, which also go beautifully with the bagels. This is the Winter Winter Warmers collection. You'll be seeing this for the very first time. $39 the price. That is M1330.
I'm sorry. 3 bowls of soup at $13 a bowl? Excuse me? A $13 bowl of soup that comes in a fucking bag?
$0.68.
All right, now it's time for something really special. How about...
Oh my God. What, they bringing a Moyle to help out? What are we doing here?
end-to-end delicious tempura shrimp. This is Anderson Seafoods.
I can almost see shrimp in there.
Bringing you 3 pounds of tempura shrimp for $89.98. 4 easy payments of $22.50. Free shipping and handling. This is a Customer Choice Food Award winner year after year. Crispy on
the Burgess Meredith penguin.
Outside, succulent shrimp on the inside. Rick Roman is joining me.
Hello, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Oh God, that physical exchange was
succulent
very
shrimp
awkward.
on the inside. Rick Roman.
She does the thing where she puts the arm out to introduce, but I think he misinterpreted it as a hug.
Hello.
And now he's got wide open arms. And now she's immediately, her head's tilting as far back as possible.
Oh, my God.
And now I guess it's like, well, we've gone too far. We have to kind of hug. Oh my God, look at that image. He looks like a man with no face. Where are his eyes? He looks like Slender Man. What kind of optical illusion am I looking at? This man has no face. All right, this has to be a screenshot. Are you kidding me? Man without a face. Man without a face. No face dude. Anybody see what I'm seeing? Like, where is his eyeball? Like, it was there. All right, there he is. I see teeth. I see a nose. I see eyes. And then right there, everything just goes away. Well, look at my profile. I see his ear. No, I don't. It's Marcia. I know I'm not looking at him straight on. Yes, I see his ear. But you mean to tell me there's no eyebrow. There's no eye. There's no, like, definition of, like, a cheek. There's nothing. It's just blank. That's his ear. Thanks, Marcia. Thank you for the anatomical lesson.
Thank you.
So good to be here.
This is something special because I want you to think about like an elegant appetizer, a little snack,
Can you tone it down a notch, lady?
a full meal. There's so much versatility built in to these beautiful tempura shrimp.
I love it. And the reason I love cutting these lengthwise is because I just love to show the customers how you get that gorgeous shrimp from tip to tail. And it's also tempura, right? Tempura is one of those batters that you never make yourself. It's only something...
Yeah, let's look at him head on. Does he have any eyebrows?
And it's also...
That's another thing. Like, there was no wrinkle. Like, I'm telling you, it was just a smooth, flat, no feature face.
Tempura, right? Tempura is one of those batters that you never make yourself. It's only something you have out to eat. That airy, crunchy, fluffy batter.
Airy, crunchy, and fluffy.
Again, it's something you would never make at home. You have it out to that fancy restaurant.
It's the same ingredients in the American brain.
But look at that gorgeous shrimp from tip to tail. So every bite, you get that crunchy tempura, the sweet shrimp. It's absolutely delicious. And Anderson Seafood's been in business for over 50 years. This is something you would have out at those restaurants. And I love the fact that it comes to you frozen, right? So it comes in
it's
these
frozen.
bags.
Finally.
They're
I can put this in my freezer.
Take it from the freezer to your air fryer for about 12 or 14 minutes, or your oven for about 18 minutes. And if you do it in a traditional oven,
Apparently, the modern American kitchen is supposed to be like a freezer that takes up 80% of the kitchen space, and then a little counter for your air fryer, and that's your kitchen. No need for anything else.
I always put the broiler on for like a minute or two, gets it nice and crispy. But you can take out a handful for a quick appetizer, or you can take out a whole bag and do a tray with sauces. Think of all the football games.
Hey, speaking of taking out a whole bag, what are you doing later tonight, lady?
Coming up
I
right
mean,
now.
the big game is coming up. This
Oh, the
is like
big
an
game.
elegant, upscale appetizer. But Rick, you said it best. You know, you were just minutes away from making something absolutely delicious. Look, a shrimp taco. You could do
Oh,
a
my
po' boy.
God.
Put it over a salad. Okay, I know.
Put it over a
New Year,
salad.
So we're all thinking about making healthier choices and not eating out. This is
Mix it into your cat litter. Fool your friends.
food that's prepared quickly, but it's not fast food. It's just delicious end-to-end shrimp tempura that becomes that vehicle for however you want to cook it. But we have only 550
Convince your friends your cat takes golden shits.
to go around. Look at all these sauces. This is my dream.
This is my favorite thing because you can pick your favorite sauces: spicy, sweet, tartar sauce. You could even do a buffalo blue cheese.
That's not tartar sauce.
Angle here. Put them on the tray, and you have an instant party. But what's elegant about these is they also are like food art. So if you come over here,
have you created a Jenga?
Here we stack them, okay?
Right.
And all I did was take these from the freezer.
Oh, God. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this stupid shit. for the aesthetics. A fucking Jenga shrimp.
Put them in my air fryer for 12 minutes, then put them on a plate with a little fancy
Why would you
sauce.
serve it like this?
Tell me that doesn't look like a $30 appetizer.
So 90% of your drizzle is on the top 2 shrimp that you eat, and then what? You get to shrimp number 4, you got nothing.
One of those fancy
What is
restaurants.
Well,
and you're
yes.
entertaining your guests with that.
I mean, think about that. Going out to this Japanese steakhouse and you maybe get five.
It's food. These aren't Legos. What are you
or
doing?
6 on a plate. You're paying like $20. Here, you're getting 3 pounds for $89.98. 4 East Babes of 20.
How do you say that like it's a deal? $30 a pound, you crazy lady.
$22.50. Of course, shipping and handling is free, and they are that perfect ratio too of crispy breading to that beautiful shrimp. These are huge.
The way she talks.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it. You can see, and that's why I always cut them in half on air. See how you have just the right amount of tempura crisp on the outside, but then that succulent shrimp going all the way. So when you take a bite.
It's succulent.
You get a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of crunch. And did I tempt you to taste one of these yet?
I would love to. I was kind of waiting patiently, Rick.
I'm gonna. You grab one here. These are warm and ready to go.
Oh, yum.
Without any sauce.
They always look to see which camera there's going to be watching them eat. And like, all right, I'm going to be on this camera, or am I on this camera? Am I on this camera? Or am I on that camera? I don't know.
Sauce. It's like the potato chip of shrimp. As I look at you, take a bite, you want another.
It's like the potato chip of shrimp. Sir, do yourself a favor and don't incorporate that into your marketing, okay? What a stupid thing to say.
Another bite.
Can you hear that crispness? Okay.
You know, it's like the fucking the Snickers of T-bone steak. I don't know.
I want to tell everyone right now, we have fewer than 500 to go around. So,
are you not able to swallow that one bite? You took a tiny bite and you're still trying to get it down.
don't delay.
And this is like watching a Komodo dragon trying to swallow an entire water buffalo.
Tapping that app, visit us on QVC.com, give us a call. You can always scan the QR code. We just got these back in stock.
Which, by the way, is a video that might cheer me up based on how today's going.
That easy pay goes away at the end of the day. And look at what you're getting today.
What are you getting?
3 pounds. Each one of those has 21 to 24 shrimp. You're getting all 3 of these delivered to your door. They live in your freezer. And again, talk to me about how
live in
easy
your
it is
freezer.
to get them cooked up and ready to go.
Sounds like a premise to a horror
from the
film.
freezer without any planning. This is another great thing. If you want to have a quick meal.
From the makers of Don't Answer the Phone.
Yeah.
You can take a handful of these out of the bag, throw
Don't
them in your air fryer.
open
In
the
12
freezer.
minutes, you have an entree, you have an appetizer,
Yes.
you have shrimp tacos. You can take a whole bag.
You already went over all of these. You're mentioning shrimp tacos again. You're already repeating dishes. You're running out.
If you come over here, this is what I love about it. On the what you get, we're showing you here.
Yeah.
One of these boards is one bag. So imagine
Right.
you take a nice blackboard at home. You don't have to do anything. This looks like a caterer came to your house.
Exactly.
And all I did was lay these out on a dartboard, and it looks beautiful. So if people are coming over for one of the games, or one of the Sundays to watch, imagine.
She just wants to interject like these one-word. Beautiful. Yes. Perfect. Right.
This out instead of wings, or in addition to your wings.
It looks like, again, like you hired a caterer,
Yeah.
you had it delivered to your door. This is M63024 from Anderson
Yeah, a caterer
Seafoods.
with a meth
3
problem.
pounds of this delicious tempura shrimp for that sale price, $89.98. 4 East Babes, $22.50.
Now, tempura is one of those things that, like I said in the beginning, it's unique. You usually only have that at maybe that fancy Pan Asia restaurant. It's the only tempura in the QVC collection. I think that's why the customers love it, and we are so appreciative of the Customer Food Choice Award because this is such a nice, easy.
Right. Of course. All right, Marsha, I got a new job for you. You have to type in all of the little 1 or 2 word little peppering comments. She keeps peppering her little comments in. Just saying nothing. I need a court stenographer to keep track.
restaurant.
Right.
It's the
Okay.
only tempura in the QVC collection. I think that's why the customers love it, and we are so appreciative of the
What was that?
Customer Food Choice Award because
course.
this is
Okay, we got that. Okay.
such a nice, easy, but also such a popular thing. People love shrimp, but tempura, there's just something about that crispy
'Cause it's
crunch.
light.
Exactly. It's got that
Did we get that one?
airiness. It's not like a
That came with a yeah.
tempura. There's just something about that crispy
'Cause it's
crunch.
light.
Exactly. It's got that
Yeah.
airiness.
Oh,
It's
they're light. Yeah.
not like a breaded shrimp. It's got that just that pop of crunch that you don't get with other breaded
Well,
shrimp.
I want to tell everyone too. This has over 95-star reviews.
All right,
on
you don't have to. You don't have to replay all this. When he talks, just keep track of what she says.
QVC.com for a food item to have that many 5-star reviews that people took the time to go to QVC.com and write about their love of these shrimp. You
really
know it's something
fucked my
special.
back up, and of
Look
course
at
I
that
fucked my
light,
back. You can't
airy,
pick up a
crispy
300-pound
tempura.
You see the
chair
little pockets of air,
and
that-
throw it
and
around
I
like
always
Hercules
emphasize when you
for
have a
20
coated
minutes straight without
protein,
throwing out your back.
Look at the amount of coating. It's not like it's over coated. You see the shrimp. The shrimp is
Oh,
still
wait.
store,
He's back to
so that-
talking. Hold on.
air and that and I always emphasize when you have a coated protein, look at the amount of coating. It's
Okay, so we have a yeah. Get that one in.
not like it's over coated. You
Right.
see the shrimp is still the star.
Another right.
So that's so important.
We had another right.
That's why I cut them in half so you can really see inside the tempura and see the difference.
And Rick, when we talked about like restaurant quality, we meant it because this is
Okay, you
Anderson
can
Seafoods,
pause.
who provides restaurants their seafoods for like 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
I had a catering business, a restaurant. We were so demanding on our suppliers. Well, that's how Anderson
Right.
even built their reputation by satisfying picky chefs like myself and those restaurants that you go out to pay all that money for. Well, now it's like bringing the restaurant to your house.
Right.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
all of us want to bring a restaurant into our house, a private chef into our home. We have only 350.
So we're just using like a 2-minute sample. Marsha's been keeping track of what she's saying when she's not like hard selling. Yes, right, of course. Because it's light, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, and right.
$50 to go around. And I want to remind everyone that 4 Easy Pays go away at the end of the day. So
Go
don't delay
away
in
now.
calling us, tapping that app, visiting us on QVC.com. Again,
Oh,
whether
no.
you're just pulling out a couple and
I
making
can't
a
believe
quick,
they're
easy
showing off the
lunch
Jenga
over
shrimp.
a bed of greens or on a little sandwich, or if you're cooking for a crowd and you cook the entire
You got some of the jizz into the little, what do you call it? Fancy whatever stuff. I don't know. It's been like, what's that stuff called? Did anybody see the movie The Menu with Ray Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy and all that? Is it an emulsion? Is that what it is? Yeah, the dots. Is that called an emulsion? Is that what the like culinary term is? Help me out with that. Whatever these fucking dots are, they're fucking up the dots. That's all.
pound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that you just said over a salad. Think about
Yes.
it. Listen, you're
Yeah.
trying to make smart decisions. So you
Right.
have a salad, add a little protein.
Emulsion is right. Okay, so I'm the kind of guy that I'm anti-emulsion. You put some fucking pointless dots on my plate. I'm getting out of my chair and I'm leaving. I'll go. Sorry, I didn't know it was this kind of place. You know?
You air fry the shrimp, so you're not
Oh,
deep
no.
frying. So
Right.
you're indulging in a crispy product, but without
What is that? Duke's mayonnaise
deep frying.
on
It
top
puts
of
the
some
cheese right in the air fryer.
boysenberries.
Make your salad a little bit more elevated. Now you have that nice, delicious, sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were confirming things. No, you're just now my sidekick, Marsha. Oh, you're doing. Oh, are you keeping track? I don't even know if Marsha is taking on the role as my sidekick, or if you're still keeping track. Are these newer rights and Okay, I got to listen closer. Okay. Okay.
Shrimp with that nice crunch of the tempura. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, tell me.
I
Yeah.
love having tempura out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like frying in my house or making a big mess.
Yeah.
No. He could have said, like, I do not like anybody but white people. And she would have already been into, like, no, before the phrase white people got out. She just heard, I don't like, and she was just ready to go, no. I can't, she's not even listening.
I love having tempura out.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like frying in my house or making a big mess. Battering
No, who would?
things. The fact that I can take these out of the freezer and have them within 12 to 14 minutes from my air fryer as an appetizer, as an entree, as a surf and turf, maybe
Right.
good friend Ralph coming
Right.
up, have
Yeah,
pair it with
some
some of his
steak.
steak.
Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. No. You know what she's like? There's a term for this in like morning radio. When it was always, I don't know what morning radio in America is like anymore, but back in the day of like the morning show that was supposed to be like fun, you'd almost always have like one or two male like lead hosts, and then there would be the lady to kind of balance things out, you know? And they would always just zap all of the energy out of the room, anything. I mean, because most of these shows were god-awful anyway. Just trying to be funny and hip. But anytime some DJ would like get on a roll with a riff about, I don't know, some celebrity gossip or something, you'd get the lady go like, "Oh, no, that's not fair. No, guys, you're being too, guy, no." Oh, Robin's way more tolerable than the kind of, Robin, yeah, in terms of like why they put the woman into this realm is for that, like, trying to recreate the Robin, but they're not Robin. Robin can at least sometimes, and whether you agree with her or not, like, sit there and talk more than just go right, yeah, mm-hmm.
Steaks.
Burgers.
Oh my gosh.
That is a dream.
Instead of French fries, shrimp with his steak burger.
Well, and they eat like a fry because they're so crispy and delicious. You're getting 3 pounds. Look at this. This is what you're getting delivered to your door. 3 pounds
I see $90. That's what I see.
of restaurant quality 5-star tempura shrimp for $89.98. 4 easy
Who's
payments.
this guy?
$22.50.
Who's this?
Shipping and handling is absolutely free. Fewer than 300 left. Make sure you tap that app and visit us now. Show me what you made. That is cute.
This is the other fun thing
Right.
about this food. So we just
Oh,
took
wait,
little
there's more fun. Guys, you ready for fun? Sorry. I don't know if you guys were prepared.
glasses, like almost like little shot glasses. We put a little chutney in here, and we put
I'm sorry, did you get those yes?
about this food. So we just took little glasses, like almost like little shot glasses. We put a little chutney in here, and we put a couple of shrimp.
Right.
Just imagine you have some people coming, or you put these on a board. But once again,
I like to imagine. Oh, there's another right. Sorry, I'm missing so many.
in here, and we put a couple of shrimp. Just imagine you have some people coming, or you put these on a board. But once again, it makes you look like a caterer, but it doesn't take a lot of effort.
This is my dream
This
is
is
to
so
have
cool.
someone cater.
This is your dream? This is your dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. This is yours.
Or like in my life, then you're just having these beautiful, delicious, whether you're having a party or let's face it, if it's just like a Monday afternoon, you're like, I need a little treat that's going to make me feel good. Tempura shrimp.
This is the one.
This is the one for you. Make sure you place your order, bring them home, because again, look at the possibilities. Rick, to me, it's like that vehicle. The versatility is incredible that you can do a taco, you can do a salad, a
She's talking about the versatility, and the first example she uses is repeating a fucking taco again. They've mentioned making a taco with these 6 fucking times.
Oh boy, so many different ways to do it.
Appetizer, you can pair it with steak. You can use this as a complete center of the plate entree. So it really is as versatile as you can make it. And the fact
You can throw it at people on stage.
that they're individually frozen.
It won't
you can take
hurt
as many
them,
or as
but
few as
it
you
will
want.
humiliate them.
There's a reason that this is a Customer Choice Food Award winner year after year that has 95-star reviews and that more just arrived. This is something special. And I want to remind everyone, we also have auto delivery available. So you can get this delivered every 90 days for 1 year. Lock in that price. Lock in that free shipping and handling. We have fewer
Lock in $90 for 3 pounds of shrimp.
than 200 to go around. That sale price is $89.98.
Before they
Eat
go.
it, Rick. Get it. 40 payments of $22.50. Rick Roman, always so fun to see you. Thank you for being here.
Always so fun to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. It's always so much fun for you to be here. Thanks so much for being here. Ooh.
We talked about surf and turf, so how about
How is her voice getting higher? We talked about surf and turf. We talked about surf and turf. Fucking half-inch, maybe full-inch sized pieces of onion. That is, wait, God, look at how much onion and... Give me a break.
How about some steak burgers?
I know.
This
From
sounds-
Kansas City Steak Company, you get a choice of 12 or 24.
Everything's falling backwards because everything's been front-loaded on this fucking burger.
At, again, a phenomenal price. And we, of course, always do the buy more and save option. So today is the
Thank you, Pixel Penguin. As crazy as it is, that's not the most outrageous price on something I've seen. I mean, they had $13 bowls of soup. They were selling $15 TV dinners. $15 for a TV dinner. At least a 1 pound bag of shrimp for $30. It's a pound of food. A TV dinner is like nothing.
day to really think about restocking.
But
the
yeah, I hear
burgers.
you, man.
Also, I want to let you know that
Holy cow, she changed. This lady has gone through a metamorphosis. She's really changed her look.
the sweater that I chose to wear today is available. It's from Denim & Company. So if you're loving it and it's like one of those days where you just want something super cozy
If you
and
want
soft,
to
this is the
destroy
So
her
Soft
sweater,
V-neck cable sweater.
pull
This
that
is the fresh
thread
blue.
and you
There's a melon
walk
green
away.
And also rose petal. in this
Watch
sweater.
her
Super comfortable. I
unravel.
layered it with one of my
She'll
Denim &
soon
Company,
be
shells.
naked,
Perfect for a day like
lying
today.
on the
Speaking
floor.
of perfect for a day like today,
She's
as you all
come
know, It is snowing
undone.
in a good portion of the country.
Did
We
they
have-
really just shoehorn in a sweater sale? I mean, they've got the info up and everything. A 15-second sweater sale in between shrimp tempura and some fucking soup.
our first major snowstorm here.
Is this
in
the
Pennsylvania
$13
today.
bowl of soup?
So what goes really good with snow? Well,
Yes, it is.
soup. And of course,
Yes, it. Now wait a minute.
Maggie and Mary.
What are we looking at here? This pack. What does one pack look like? Because this is a lot here, and there's one. Are you getting a bowl, or are you getting several bowls in one pack? What am I doing?
Two friends from college that started making incredible soups and have actually made it so it's so easy that you literally add
Goldfish. What does it say when you're eating a $13 bowl of soup that you have to sprinkle goldfish onto it?
water, any additional protein if desired, and simmer and enjoy. And we're offering these at a price of $39. You have a choice of
Oh my
three-
God! Look at the bags. Look. They're what? So it's not even. It's like a mix. It's what? This might be an all-timer. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? These three tiny little bags of air. These flat bags that can barely stand upright because there's seemingly nothing in there. How is this $40 worth of product? What is it?
Amazing soups. Of course, let me reintroduce Stacy Stauffer, former QVC program
Oh, Stacy looks like the Hawk Tua girl.
soups. Of course, let me reintroduce Stacy
Yo, my Bitcoin is live, y'all.
Stauffer.
That's right. I'm going to talk. It's my turn to talk. I got my own podcast. I'm talking with all the influencers of the day. I'm trying to scam people with a rug pull for Bitcoin. All from a meme of me talking about spitting on dick. I'm the Hawk Tua girl.
Former QVC program host, but also meal master mom extraordinaire. Just like me, Stacy is a home cook. We love good food.
Absolutely.
And I love a soup. I call myself the
I love a soup.
super.
And you are the super.
Can't even say that right. Wouldn't a human being just say, I love soup? Only on QVC do you get somebody that says, I love a soup.
Super.
The problem with super is that they take a long time.
Especially
and
these
there
versions.
are times when I don't have hours to.
All right, so oh, I get it. Okay, now it makes sense. So a 3-pack will make this like pot worth of soup. Like you're seeing it. These giant bowls is what. That's the product. And again, what is it? You add water, so it's not even. What is? And this is. Is it like dehydrated? Is there like dehydrated vegetable pieces and shit in there?
Minutes. And once again, your favorites include the chicken noodle. You can get.
No, I'm convinced all 3 packs is what makes up one very large bowl or pot that they're showing you.
All 3 packs in
Chicken
that.
and dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, even
sorry.
better.
Thank you.
This time of year.
Mushroom.
Hey, did you watch the what's his name? CoffeeZilla DR? Did you watch the CoffeeZilla breakdown of the Hawk Tua scam? Because I think Charlie was reacting to that. But CoffeeZilla is the one that deserves the credit for taking down Hawk Tua girl.
Beef.
Our newest flavor. I don't know if you've tasted this one yet.
I can't wait because I love mushroom.
Oh.
Only about 100 of those available.
Meals
We
made
have
memorable.
wild rice, and only about 100 of those available. It's a cream-based rice soup. Or you can get the combo, and that's going to give you one of each pack.
Total hit, yeah.
For $40, you get these 3 bags of nothing. I'm still trying to figure out why.
And the whole collection will give you 18 servings
grab
of
a
soup.
spoon here.
6 per package. Maggie and Mary's. This is a friendship that goes
All right, well, maybe it is 3. Maybe that isn't all of it. I don't know.
back 35 years. 2 girls in college. They met, became besties over their love of soup.
2 girls met in college, became besties. You women really loved experimenting back in college. I don't know what it is.
And their grandmother's recipe, which is really a true grandmother's recipe in the case of the chicken and dumplings. And they
What a flattering Polaroid.
formed this company because they wanted to share their love for great soup, but make it easy for us. So when you're super busy and on demand and you need that hug, that edible hug, boom, you have
Edible hug. That is an expression I think only a serial killer could come up with.
it in 25 minutes and only adding.
I've yet to watch that, but yeah, from what I heard, the video has. He tore into them so badly that they had to mute him so they could bum him with the worst. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because they did like a Twitter space, like public conversation or X space, whatever the fuck it's called. And Hawk 2 was there, her like reps that suckered her or whatever. They all knew what they were doing, or she's an idiot, whatever, but they're there, and they're all there like to field questions or concerns about the launch of the Hawk 2 coin. And CoffeeZilla pops in, and it's so funny because people out there that are in the know about stuff, they know who CoffeeZilla is. They know that if CoffeeZilla comes calling, that if you're fucking around, he found out. So Coffee jumps in and goes, yeah, I wanted to say this has got to be one of the most ridiculous and questionable launches of a coin I've ever seen. And the Hawk Tuah girl just immediately goes, well, then why the fuck are you here then? Well, then why the fuck are you here? And then she ends that conversation while it's still like mid-talk because the heat started to pick up and she was starting to freak out and she was just like, okay, guys, sorry to interrupt, but I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed now. Bye now. Gotta go. Or some shit. Hold on. Let me find this. Yeah, let me find this conversation. I love this. Hawk Tuah Coffee Zilla call. I want just the call.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible.
Okay, so this is CoffeeZilla speaking, and I think you'll see their little icons sort of like pulsate whenever they're the ones talking. That's how you can kind of keep track. Over here, top left, is the infamous host, Haley Welch, the Hawk Tuah girl. And somebody made the brilliant observation that her last name, Welch, literally means to not pay back something. like just the name should have made people a little
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We can answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens
CoffeeZilla,
going directly from the main account.
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet, you've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
Over here, can you give
on your fans?
Hold on, CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, brother.
Yeah, so y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market.
We're here every single day. Anybody here not familiar with this whole concept of rug pulling in the Bitcoin space? Basically somebody attempts to launch a Bitcoin and they get into cahoots with a group of others. If the person launching it has any sort of stature where they have like an audience that they can sucker into investing into the coin, before they launch the coin publicly, investors buy up a bunch of it. Okay. And that creates like a market for it. And then as soon as it actually launches public, and in this case, the Hawk Tuah girl on her social media platforms, moment of launch is just all over all social media spaces. It's launch. It's time. The Hawk Tuah coin is out there. Like basically just goading people into like, get it now, get it while it's hot. But the entire idea is that in a tiny window of just an hour or two, while a bunch of people are pumping in their money, everybody that originally put their money in that knew the whole time that this was a pump and dump scheme, they just pull their money out, and that's the rug pull. So within like an hour or two, if you're the idiot on the other half of the equation, then you just turned whatever money you put into, like, not even pennies on the dollar. And you just lost your shit. And unfortunately, with the laws such as they are right now, there's not a whole lot of protection from this, but it is, if you can find the receipts and prove that there was a rug pull, quote unquote, it is fraud. It is, at the end of the day, fraud. But it's a gray area. It is, with all the bullshit going on with the upcoming administration and the outgoing administration, this is an actual topic on the table, trying to figure out how to regulate this shit. But at the same time, it's hard to tell what Trump's going to do about it, because Trump, within the past few months, launched his own fucking Bitcoin. And he's trying, along with Elon Musk, to, grab some element of control over that entire Bitcoin thing. And if they do, look, Bitcoin in itself is like just a breeding ground for scammers and get rich quick wannabes. And now it's hung around long enough. Now you got a guy who's going to be president who's wanting to just use it as a grift. It's just more grifting. Stay away from Bitcoin. I don't think anybody watching this fucks around with it, but anyway, can I skip to the part where Haley says goodbye?
No, it's
and
not just snipers.
That was not us. That was
listen. You know that.
Listen. No. I'm telling.
Did I do a decent enough job explaining what you're now watching? Then are you kind of caught up?
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees,
it's
right?
Not a
Who's
scheme.
making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? The creator. The answers they give, like, it's just so much so much attempted dodging of just answering questions. Oh, it's the creator. Includes approximately 6 servings each, net weight 1.1 pounds, wild rice, chicken, veggies, white and wild rice. I'll think. Yeah, but net weight. Wait, 1.1 pound. That the bags don't weigh up. You're talking about once you add water to this mix, right? This is like a add water mix thing, right? So how much of that weight is water you're adding to the mix? Right? I'm sure that we're talking about a couple of ounces of stuff. I don't know. Anyway, finishing up over here.
Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project?
It belongs to the creator. It belongs to the project. This guy can't name a single name. Dude, if you're running a legit thing, why is it so difficult to just name a name about who's responsible for this or that in the process?
Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pull?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself?
This guy just gave himself away. So you mean to tell me that Oh, there is a reason why you guys are making a lot of money behind the scenes, because there's so many lawyer fees involved with doing something like this. You got to put money in the Cayman Islands, and dude, if you start talking about putting money in the Cayman Islands, that is the definition of funneling money out and being scummy. Like,
right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're
who
here
actually
every single
makes the
day.
millions of
Day
dollars
one,
in fees from the
day
rug.
2, day 3. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now.
18 people working on this right now. Well, yeah, if millions of dollars stand to be gained from doing this, I can see how 18 people would be willing to devote a little bit of time to it.
As we speak, this is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to.
This is not a small time type of nothing. You can tell this guy is pretty smart.
Do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that 1.8 million?
Meanwhile, by the way, Haley, who apparently is the host of this chat and the leader of the quote-unquote project, has yet to interject at all after only saying, well, what the fuck are you doing here then? We'll hear her chime in again. But just keep in mind that this whole time, she's probably sitting there with that duh moment going, oh, shit, am I actually involved in a scam? This might be bad for me.
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own?
There's a creator with a foundation running a project. That covers all the bases, right, everybody? There's a creator with a foundation running a project. Please divert all of your inquiries to there, and to the creator of the what was the other?
One of it.
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited?
It went to the creator of the foundation of the project. Okay?
Over $1 million was just
I'm
made.
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It goes
when
to
you're
attorneys.
Who cares where fees go? Who cares where something in the 7 digits worth of cash went on the same day you launched something where the people you like browbeat into investing in basically lost all their money, and all the money they lost kind of adds up to the money that was gained? And your answer is, you need you got to pay, I got to pay the electric bill and stuff, right?
15%.
It goes to accounts. It goes to directors.
If you're charging 15% on the rug pool,
right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pool, I
rug
think it's
pool
relevant.
because we didn't pull a rug.
Like why even go through the risk? Because it sounds like if everything is the way you say it is, a person who's clearly a criminal, if everything you say is right, like why even risk this for, like, the only reason you're doing this is to hopefully make some money yourself, right? Are we supposed to be so stupid as to think, oh, well, we just thought we'd set this up as a way for our fans of Hawk Tua Girl to maybe get rich? No, it's I just can't. I can't.
I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
You're saying
do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled the rug. There was no rug pulled.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to
bullshit.
You don't have any character to defame.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No,
why
you're
am I
not. You're
gonna take it
talking over
seriously?
me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
Well,
and I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's track your wallet.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Over here, why don't you tell
Oh my God. And this is probably why Haley's about to interject with her. Gotta go. Because if your argument now goes to, well, who pays you? Like, dude, this guy is like the internet's #1 catch people, fucking people over guy. He's like the fucking fight back with Glenn Horowitz, or who the hell was that host? He's Ralph Nader of YouTube, all right? He's out there looking for people who are doing the regular guy wrong, right? Yeah, he's on the up and up. It's so desperate to be like, well, who's paying you?
He's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much?
Uh-oh. What happened? Must have been a mute.
I just got muted.
Yep, he got muted.
Yeah, so I mean, like we as mentioned, like we raised a 17% strategic allocation that was done at a $16.69 million valuation. You know, we tried to kind of keep that as decentralized as possible. You know, like we tried to basically, you know, we spent a lot of time going person by person at the start. You know, like trying to raise you know, 5K checks. You know, like obviously the restriction there was, you know, we discussed this extensively with a lot of different people in the space. As mentioned, you know, I've been in the space myself for over 10 years.
Oh, that is so... What a letdown. I sat through that whole damn thing thinking it was going to end with her signing off, but they didn't keep it up long enough. Anyway, basically, if you make content for YouTube talking about other YouTubers, she's everywhere. Everybody's weighed in on Hawk Tua Girl in this scam. But this is the original one right here. The CoffeeZilla video. All right, 10:30. What's going on? Hey, Fitz, are you still around? Let me know. It might be time to look at my Oriole team. Oh yeah, who was it that? Oh yeah, Verlander to the Giants. Another, I'm not worried about it move. Oh, Marcia, you still here? I mean, look, I don't think award shows in Hollywood are a real indicator of much, but they sometimes do get it right. Like when I think back to The Silence of the Lambs and how it basically swept the Oscars for a movie that featured a lot of brutality, a lot of fucked up imagery, transsexualism, cannibalism, a guy flinging cum in Jodie Foster's face. I mean, there's a fucking Best Picture movie with every other major award also winning that features a guy flinging cum in Jodie Foster's face. Why? because the movie's that good anyway. So, Marcia, what I'm trying to say to you is, first of all, I wish you did. You were saying something like you read up on it and like you kind of already know what plays out in this movie, which is the worst thing you could possibly do. I wish you hadn't have done that. But either way, Demi Moore wins Best Actress. And I don't think the Oscars are going to give it to her. Because, again, I think The Silence of the Lambs is about as far the Oscars will allow the envelope to be pushed. And Anthony Hopkins was so fucking good. Yeah, I know, and I just think it's it's an unfortunate thing because I should have just never even suggested it to you. You might have had a chance of, because it's only getting more and more popular. It's now making a splash at award shows. There's a reason why I was just overwhelmed talking about it, Marcia. Gosh, it's just so weird that you're just going to refuse to watch it because you might see something that makes you go, ew. Like, yeah, don't you see things in life that make you go, ooh? What happens? You carry on. It's worth the ooh for the overall experience. But then turned off when I found out about the gore. Yeah, again, it's just, gosh. It's a movie. It's not real. And what if I were to tell you that the gore isn't so much realistic as it is sort of fantasy cartoony? I mean, I feel like there's images from Saving Private Ryan that are more tough for me to go back and look at than anything out of this movie. Are you telling me you've never seen Saving Private Ryan? How traumatic for Jodie Foster at her age, the entire experience. Well, you want to talk about trauma? She was in Taxi Driver at the age of 13. You'll never see Saving Private Ryan. It's a shame. That's a shame. God, I mean, again, if you saw Taxi Driver, I get that you wish you hadn't, but that's a tough watch. Yeah, but what would I were to tell you this? Taxi Driver leaves you feeling as gross as some of the imagery that you watch because it's not a feel-good movie in any way, shape, or form. You're meant to feel low watching that movie. But with the substance, yeah, it gets into a fucked up place, but there's a way that this movie plays out that I swear to God, it is, for women, I think, it is so cathartic. It is so, like, empowering, the way they play this movie out. Like, they're holding no holds barred. Ah, God, but now it's getting awards, and it's like great, because this is what the Barbie movie should have been. If we're gonna talk about that subject, anyway, I'll shut up about it. I'll never bring it up again. Okay, but a little bit of I feel a little bit of what do you call it? I don't feel crazy for being as adamant about this movie now that it's winning some shit.
Water, and if you want some extra protein, but you don't have to.
I jumped into the mushroom.
You did? And what do you think?
Because I hadn't tried it. It is delicious. It's creamy. It has a.
By the way, once again, is it Dead Space? I think Dead Space. If you're still here, thanks again for the donation. I haven't. All right, I'll look. Whatever. This is normally not what I'm supposed to be doing here, but there you go. I appreciate it. Thank you, kind sir. Normally I don't have it on public, but whatevs. Thanks.
A little umami flavor. There's a texture to this as well, which is really delicious. So it really eats like a meal, and a piece of crusty bread with a bowl of soup like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So the mushroom beef, I just ladled
That is
some.
boiling
Let me
hot.
talk you through it because it is our newest flavor. So this is a cream-based mushroom
looks
soup
like-
loaded with that mushroom.
Never
Also
mind.
onion and garlic and some dill in here, which I think gives it a really nice bright herby flavor. This is
Herby.
the one where you add a
The
couple
love
of cups
bug?
of water, simmer it for 25 minutes, and maybe some ground beef like we did here, or ground turkey.
Wait,
or you could
wait,
use,
whoa,
like-
whoa, 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 whoa! I knew I couldn't. There's none of this added up. I'm sitting there going like, where is all the meat from? So you add the meat. What? So it's just like a base mix? This is out of control. I guarantee you more than half the people dumb enough buying this think that it's just going to come to them where it's like it's in a bag, they pour it out and they heat it up and it's good to go. No, you're adding water, you're adding your own meat and chopping it up, and this is bullshit, man.
Over steak, and boom, you have a hearty meal. Also, this one great as a base for stroganoff, easy stroganoff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do yourself a
That's a good idea.
favor. Have a rotisserie
That is a
chicken
good
in your,
one, Clark.
Fridge all the time.
Awesome. Yep.
You can always pull it apart, throw that in there, add that to your mushroom, or add it to the chicken and dumpling.
Yeah, the chicken and dumpling. This is really Maggie's grandma's true recipe. First of all, very special. They have the dumplings made specifically for them in Germany, and they use a special durum wheat flour as opposed to a semolina. It gives it a rough texture. It's a little bumpy. It gives it a wonderful chew as opposed to like a slippery, smooth noodle. And what's
How do you talk like this? Soup talk.
a semolina, it gives it a rough texture. It's a little bumpy.
It's a rough texture. It's a little bumpy. Okay, so far you're describing one of my hemorrhoids.
Gives it a wonderful chew as opposed to
A wonderful chew. Okay, we're still tracking.
like a slippery, smooth noodle. And
Yeah.
what's wonderful is it's so hearty. Carrots,
You
real
can see
chicken
the carrot,
in there.
the chicken,
right?
you can see all
Onion.
the ingredients.
Wait,
in
real
there.
chicken in there?
spices.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you adding the meat or real chicken already? What? I don't understand what you buy and what you're getting. There's no meat in that bag. Is this bowl like an optical illusion? Because it looks all wonky.
I
So
don't. I can't
that's a
tip it
stick
too
to your
far.
ribs,
It
right?
does. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
And that's a soup. Now because you make soup.
Right.
That is one to roll out homemade
Oh my
dough
gosh, it is the
and
worst.
let it rest.
Reply for Clark. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I'm not gonna like or comment if you know, he doesn't have much to say, or if his tweet that I randomly choose just doesn't do it for me. We'll see though. Maybe we'll get lucky, and I'm gonna stop randomly scrolling right about here, and whatever the first tweet that catches my eye will be the one, and stop. Rusty taught me this. I'm chillaxin'. Cool, huh? I know, Marcia, but my goals are always changing. That is a good one, Clark. All right.
And then do everything else. That takes so long. You have chicken and dumplings that really is homemade in 25 minutes.
This one now down to just a few
thank you.
left in the mushroom and a few dozen in the wild rice. Okay, so not a whole lot of these to go around, but I tell you what, a big pot of soup like this, I mean, that Stacy, you can have for lunch on a cold day like this. If someone has the sniffles in the family and they don't maybe have the appetite.
If someone has the sniffles. By the way, I like the goth fingernail polish. You go. My stream disconnected. Everything else is falling apart. Why not this? Hey, I'm back, apparently. I'm here. I'm queer. I'll never get used to it. Where the hell are we? Where the hell are we? Okay. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition, and may God's love be with you. Boing, boing. Oh, God. This is Major Tom to ground control. Oh, wait. I skipped a lyric. What is this on the left? What is that on the left? Like a Choco Taco or some shit?
Piping hot, as you can see.
Oh, yeah,
So
they're
do you want to
great.
try one?
I would love to.
Chicken
Okay.
and dumplings?
That chicken and dumplings looks so good.
You
Would
wanna
like to
try
try
that?
that?
Oh, we got a dine and
Just
dash.
be careful because they're super, super hot.
Yeah, so
Ground
we definitely wanna
control
blow
to
in your
Major
second.
Tom.
Thank you. And I'll give it to you
Thanks,
as is.
Stacy.
Again,
Yeah.
there's already real chicken in the chicken and dumpling.
Take
You don't
your
have to add to it,
protein
but
pills
I always
and
like
put
to take some
your
rotisserie
helmet
chicken
on.
and just add it to kind of beef it up a little bit.
Easy.
Yes.
And the chicken is already done. So a lot of times that's one thing I always keep in my freezer too. I'll have, chicken breast or
This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. Let's get a replay. For here am I sitting in my tin can. She looks like she's about to barf it back up. Far above the world, Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Jesus Christ. I really do feel like Major Tom. I mean, I didn't leave the planet, but it's about as close to doing it as I could. Just floating out here in my tin can. Looking back at the planet, it's blue, but ain't shit I can do about it. Hey, how you doing?
You know, chicken breast or with chicken thighs.
Yep.
So throw them in the oven while your soup is blooming. 25 minutes, they're done. Shred them up, throw them into the soup. You get to take credit for what is a homemade soup.
Yes, yeah.
But you didn't do.
It's
all
not
of the
homemade.
slicing, exactly.
And rolling out dough in case of dumplings.
Oh man,
What do you
isn't
think?
that good? This is just comfort food. It really is like an edible hug, especially on a day like this. This is
I just heard the phrase edible hug. I'm going to now take it out on my chair for a minute over here. Let's see. Edible hug. Edible hug. How's that? You little shit. Hi. I thought I'd broke my oscillating fan at the same time, but it's fine. The fan has survived. How's everybody doing? I'm fine.
This is what I want to eat.
Yeah.
So good. I got to try this before. So easy, too.
Yeah.
That you're literally just like, one and done.
Literally. 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 Like, literally. How'd that last freak out go? That go okay? Play back your freakouts in real time. Wow. How's that? Hey, you know, I got a pretty good right jab. No, this is good because, you know, as I get older, I'm really not sure, like, if I had to, like, square up and fight somebody, like, I've had a heart attack now. I don't know what my stamina is even like anymore for, like, getting my heart rate up and lasting more than 10 seconds doing anything strenuous. But this would be evidence that I've got enough in me to go a few seconds, you know? Look at that rickety-ass piece of shit. I am pounding the shit out of it. Oh, it never felt so good. There. I'm a gentle giant, though, folks. I have never... Here's a fun fact. I've never punched anybody in the face. I've never done that. Never. I've taken one. I've wrestled people to the ground after taking one. I've never thrown a punch to somebody's face. I've never done it once. Considering I was a bouncer at a nightclub for 8 years, it's somewhat remarkable. I was kind of given the title of the teddy bear bouncer at the nightclub. Oh, Fitz has a running count. Oh, it's not a replay, Fitz. It's a new beating. It's a new beating that I just unleashed. That's why the camera is still pointing that way. I just had another go. I had another go. All right, that is a good one, Clark. All right, for everybody else right now, prepare to be bored out off your ass, because me and Fitz are about to engage in something. Fitz, can I get you back on? Can you get up like on my... How did we set up last time? Was it through Discord? Did you have to do it? Did I have to do it? You've been punched. Oh, yeah. And I've probably been kicked in the face, whether accidental or on purpose, like multiple times more than punched, from being in crowds where shows get a little rowdy and people are jumping off the stage. And yeah, I've definitely had Doc Martens to the face on more than one occasion. Why isn't the Discord opening now? I mean, come on. Is this the latest in shit that won't work for me today? You can take more than 30, man, because I can't even open the goddamn website. I am so tired of nothing working for me anymore. Oh, man. I am back to, like... If this channel doesn't pick up where it left off and grow at least at the rate it was, I am so fucked, and I'm still getting to wait another like 2 months before it even really gets going. This is crunch time. It just, man, it just feels like it's going to take a miracle for me to get through this and come out on the other side without losing everything first. That's the good thing about not collecting too much, because then when you lose it all, it's not a lot. Fitz, I can't open Discord, dude. I don't know what's going on. I mean, can I even like go to Google and like get in there that way? What the fuck? Okay, well, it worked that way. For some reason, the pre-saved link yeah, an Oriole pitcher, Brian Mattis. This guy was only 37 years old. I saw this tweet come out a few hours ago before I went on, and I searched everywhere else on the internet for cause of death or just more details, but there are none yet. There probably are now. It's been a couple of hours, but this tweet with that announcement was the only thing out there. So still waiting to hear what happened, because 37 years old, obviously you're a professional athlete, you're 37. There's still a lot of baseball players playing at that age. Not sure what happened to him, but he hasn't been in the league for several years. You never know what might happen. I don't know, but 37, that's something went terribly wrong there. Fitz, so now you're here. Oh, you're already in the Talk to BW. Well, is this how we did it last time, Fitz? Hold on, because I got to set some shit up here. I got to set up the TV to point in this direction. Got to reset the camera. So many important things that have to be done first, because this is so extremely important. So hold on a sec. Ow. I threw out my back, by the way. Did I mention I threw out my back? Ah, God. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fitz, how do we do this again, man? Do you need to call me? Or do I call you? Do we have to do it on the Talk to BW or do we do it on the direct message? Ow. Oh, wait a minute. I was in the middle of a game here. Wait a minute. This game is still... We can do it on either. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, I got a 1-0 game that I'm winning against your Red Sox. I made a Seattle team. So, as you remember, opening day was Seattle-Boston. Actually, no, this is game 2. I won game 1. I shut the Red Sox out. I like this team I put together. But I'm going to have to save this mid-game here. All right, let's see if we can get this camera set up real nice. Let's see. Is that kind of looking... Let's see what that looks like when I go back over here. Oh, yeah. Maybe even bring it back a bit. Let's see. If I do it like this... use it over here. Oh, now you can... Well, now it's too far away. Now you're seeing too much stuff. Alright. Alright. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Alright, where are you? Where the hell are you? Let me close out some stuff. Again, anybody else here right now, this is going to be the least interesting thing you've ever seen. So you might want to go ahead and check out. Fitz. Oh, yeah. So this has... Okay, turn on camera. Okay. I got the camera on. Where is my camera?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You need to see me or no?
I mean, or is it share my screen? No, I don't want to do that. See, it's not, why isn't it popping up? I had to do this.
I can see your stream, so I can see the MLB The Show game.
Oh, so you're seeing it. You're not seeing it.
If that's fine.
All right, well, let me go back.
Yeah,
and
you got the show game pulled up.
Just to make sure. Full
How was
HD
Mackenzie Gore on the Sox?
I did another fantasy thing, and it's game 2. Apparently, this is your number 2 starter, Mackenzie Gore.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Probably won't go on for too late tonight, because it is 11 p.m. tonight, so I'll probably go on for 30 minutes or so.
That's fine. That should be all it takes. Let me catch this back up over here. Just to see. Oh, wait. So wait, what the hell are you looking at right now?
Right now on your stream, I see the MLB The Show page, and I see you messing around on the live stream tab on YouTube.
You mean you see like a pause screen of the game?
Yes.
Okay. So even though I can't see what you're seeing. It is. I have to know. For some reason, I can't see it in my little preview thing. I'm going to go right over here. Yeah, Marcia, pretty much.
And I can't see it in my little preview thing. I'm going to go right over here.
Oh, okay. But I should make this larger. All right, let's do that. Because we don't need to see my desktop at all. Okay. So we'll...
Yeah, Marcia, me and Steve can be pretty boring.
This is
our baseball talk.
Yeah. Not just baseball, but like geeky video game baseball talk. All right, so now you can really get a fine look, right? Now it's nice and large. You're welcome, Marcia. All right. So let me get
Marcia.
Let me get out of here. I'm going to save well, before I do that, here's a look at this team I put together real quick.
Brian Hayes playing.
Yeah, I got him. This is against lefty starters. He hits leadoff for me. Rutschman, Betts, Conforto, Story. I don't know why. Naylor, McCormick, Marsh, and Estrada. I got a better lineup against right-handers because that's how I work. But this happened to be against the lefties, so... All right, we're going to save...
If this game, if I saw this in real life against my Red Sox, say against Garrett Crochet, I might break a chair.
Well, hey, man, don't ride on my coattails. I own the whole chair breaking. Ooh, I don't like that. You can see my awful bed. When
Oh, it's fine. My bed's way worse.
I don't know. All right,
I mean,
so we're going to get back in
I
here.
broke the right armrest of my chair, so...
Dude, I absolutely annihilated my furniture today.
I saw that. I'm trying not to laugh because it's a serious thing, but
no, look,
it
dude,
was pretty funny
now,
the way
laugh
you were
now.
just whacking at it.
I mean, laugh now, please. Because you finding it funny now would actually be therapeutic for me, because that was real anger.
It was pretty funny the way you were just like whacking, like just taking all your energy out on it. It was pretty funny.
Well, I had some energy left. I mean, when I sat back down, I wasn't huffing and puffing. I could have gone at it for another 10 minutes. I just figured, you know.
I mean, I probably would have, I wouldn't have done it, but I would have thrown it off the balcony.
Yeah, it's just too many witnesses, man.
Yeah, I know.
If it was America, if I were in America right now, I'd do it. But I'm not. I'm a guest. All right, so as you can see, your awful Red Sox are going to finish out of the playoffs. Now, the Orioles, on the other hand, we take a look at... well, how do you want to look?
At least, hey, give me credit. I did better than the Yankees. You have to give me credit.
All right, so Bobby Witt, no surprise, Witt gets the most plate appearances, misses just 2 games. Witt's final score, 112 runs, 199 hits with 1 game to go, so probably to 200 hits, 44 doubles, 9 triples, 36 homers, 121 RBI, 35 steals, slugged .578, 957 OPS. How's that for a decent pick? Marsh, you do anything
better
for me?
Than my team.
How about a 31 homer, 23 steal season with 30 doubles, 104 runs scored, 71 walks, 89 RBI, a 500 plus slugging, and an 850 plus OPS. 6 WAR.
Jeez.
6 WAR for Marsh. Yandy Diaz, I think was a later pick. A little worried about the age, but, you know, he gave me 25 homers, 34 doubles, 267. I mean, obviously not going to hit 330 like he used to, but still an OPS above 800, which is all you ask for. And a WAR of over 3. Vinny Pasquantino, that looks a little bit of a letdown. I feel like I got him like in the 5th round.
I think you did.
Under
you drafted
250.
him pretty early.
Made 10 errors at first. Yeah, just a 1.6 WAR. So he had a bit of a disappoint. Now Riley Green, that was my second round. I think that was my second round pick, maybe early third. He only hit.
Was your wait? Who was your first rounder then?
Bobby Witt was the first pick.
Oh yeah, Bobby Witt was your first.
And then we both had to wait until like the end of the second round, start of the third, to make our second and third picks. So it was a long wait. And that's when I went in and got Riley Green and I think a pitcher, whoever my number one ace is. But Green, only 257, but still slugged just a bit under 500. OPS 850. I mean, 78 walks is nice, man. On base over 350. 92 runs, 32 homers. He's still 23 years old. I mean, hell yeah, man. Just another productive bat. Another. Candelario. We both were thinking about taking him. And he winds up giving you a pretty bad season. I mean, you get 20 homers, but for what? An on base under 300, a slugging that's barely 400, OPS barely 700. By far the worst bat so far in this lineup. Not even a half WAR, 0.4. So yeah,
it would have been decent for my team.
How did Mauricio Dubon get so many at bats? I must have had an injury somewhere, or this might have been a trade that happened. Yeah, because it says total there under 2024. Oh, you can't see that.
120 games.
Yeah, see that it says total.
Cow.
That means he got traded from somewhere. So yeah, I didn't draft him, but so whatever. I can't speak on his lack of production. I didn't draft him. Patrick Bailey, the switch hitting catcher that I wanted. 271.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Nothing special, but the WAR could be nice if he doesn't have a lot of errors. 2 errors, man. Hell yeah. 4.4 WAR. That's a fine addition to the lineup. Yeah, Dubon, negative 1.8. That was not me, man. Seiya Suzuki. 400 ABs. Hit 318, 370 on base, 548 slug, 900 plus OPS, bro. Suzuki. He missed like 2 months. He only played 2/3 of the season. Then you got Joey Ortiz and Luis Renifo. It looks like they kind of platooned here. Oh, Wilyer Abreu. That's the one, dude. Dude, Wilyer Abreu was a disaster.
Oh, what did he?
Remember when I was like, oh my God, he's still here. And look what he did. I gave him 53 games.
70 games?
I'm sorry, 70 games. Oh. He had to be taken out of the lineup. He was hitting 187, bro. 2 home runs. And
that is not the Wilyer Abreu I know of. What happened?
OPS, not OBP. OPS under 500. How is that even possible? And a negative WAR. A negative WAR. Yeah, there's your Gold Glove. No errors, but no offense. Holy cow!
They got 2 negative WAR players. They got 2 negative WARs. It looks like one for Renifo and one for Abreu.
Oh yeah, Renifo was bad. 242, just 6 homers, 7 steals, under 300 at bats. So I didn't have him in there. Yeah, him and Ortiz were kind of split in time, I think. And then Malloy and Abreu, I think, were kind of in a platoon. Malloy wasn't very good either. Danny Jansen, backup catcher, 10 home runs in just 149 at bats. That's nice. 4 steals. So between Bailey and
I wish he could have done that with the Sox.
Between Bailey and Jansen combined, 26 homers and about 82 RBI. Pretty good production. So yeah, I would say overall, the hitters, fantastic. The pitchers. Remember how John Gray got drafted when I didn't even draft him?
And he gives you a 13-7 season.
With a 3.03 ERA, best on the team, and a 1.16 WHIP. Not too shabby.
Nice.
Spencer Schwollenballs, sub-4 ERA, winning record. Just missed 162 innings. Bryce Miller came over.
Schwollenballs played pretty good.
Yeah, Schwollenballs for my number. I guess he wound up being my number 5. You got Cease and Miller, then probably Bradish, then Gray, then Schwollenballs.
I'm surprised Cease didn't get the most amount of innings since he's your ace. I mean, he is your ace, right?
Well, he did start one more game than Miller.
He just finished with less innings.
Yeah, he just
It's a
didn't
little surprising to me.
Well, he just probably went one less. All you got to do is go 1 or 2 less outs per game than another guy that goes a little deeper. Bryce Miller just gave an extra out or 2 per start. But yeah, I mean, Cease, for being an ace, ERA over 4, 1.37 WHIP, not all that impressive. But
would have thought he did better.
But he gave you 19 W's though, 19 wins.
True. That just shows your offense is that good.
200 plus strikeouts. Who was my closer? Alexis Diaz. That's right.
Yeah, Diaz. I thought it was Edwin Diaz initially.
So a year after 37 saves for Cincinnati, he gives me 42. Actually, not very good. 3.79 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. That's terrible.
Oof.
1-4 record. So 9 blown saves. Actually, I might need to put. Well, Kopech was worse. I drafted him relatively early to be my setup guy or potentially challenge for the closing role. He got me 35 holds. But a +5 ERA? My bullpen was not good. Setup and closer. DL Hall ate up 131 innings in long relief, but his ERA was over 5. Damn.
Oh, really? Your pitching wasn't as good.
Yeah. So if we look at, let's look at team leaders here. Red Sox versus Orioles.
It's a second.
Yeah, right here.
I'm plugging my phone.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get this back a little bit more. Oh, look, a roll of toilet paper. How lovely.
Nice.
All right. You there?
Yep. I can hear you and see.
You can't see the screen?
Plugging this phone in.
Oh.
I can see the screen. I was just plugging my phone in.
Oh, okay. So the Orioles finished 4th in team batting average. Top 4. Red Sox, 23rd. You hit 243. My team hit 260. Runs, 3rd. Only 2 teams scored more runs than mine. Let's go. Boston, 18th. I'm closer to middle of the pack.
Okay, so
Orioles top 5 in hits. Boston again going to be 19th. Doubles. That's a good stat.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm down 21st on doubles, but you're 29th. Ouch. Hey, my team's got more triples than anybody. I must have hit a lot of balls into Baltimore. Homers. Okay, a big category. I'm a top 10 homer team, but I'm not home run dependent. I want everybody to know that. And look, you're 15th. We're pretty comparable in the power department. All right. Oh, who's got more speed? Who's got more speed? I think your team is. I bet you're last because you got a lot of slow guys.
My team's so slow.
I'm only 25th. You're 28th. We're actually pretty close. 3 steals apart. Esteury Ruiz saved your bacon.
He did.
Hey, and your caught stealing is 3rd least, so that means your stealing percentage should be, 15th, middle of the pack. Walks. Look at me, top 6.
At least we can steal bases.
I beat you in walks. I mean, I had less strikeouts. Only the Dodgers had less strikeouts than me at the plate. I don't strike out a bunch. What about you? Oh, you strike out a lot. Fourth in slugging. Red Sox, 24th. Fourth and on base. I mean, do we really need to see more of the offense? Would you say the Orioles a little bit better? Fourth in defense for Baltimore. Fourth in defense. Boston, 24th. Fitz, I'm seeing
That's better. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I can say this. I have built a better defense than the Sox have in the last 5 years. So,
well, there's your
gotta give me
strength,
credit.
dude. There's your strength. You have the best ERA staff in the American League. Only the Rockies, Phillies, and Mets better in baseball. You have the best pitching staff. And you know what
Again, just like earlier this season.
And you know where that got you? To a 79-82 record and no playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much what the Red Sox did this year. And one of the better starting rotations in all of baseball for the first half and finished 81-81.
Hey,
so
look, look who had more saves than anybody despite the fact I blew a lot. Me.
I'm sure I had bottom 5 amount of saves.
Well, that's interesting. Your ERA is, okay, 4th, but then for actual earned runs, 5th. Oh, I forgot about all the errors. All right, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you didn't walk a lot of guys. You kept guys off.
So pitching did pretty good. Just the offense stunk.
Yeah. And then winning percentage. Wow. I'm 1 game behind the Rays in the AL East, but that's also a race for the best record. Dude, there's no strong team. The best team in baseball has 92-69. The best team in baseball is going to win at most 93 games.
That is actually crazy.
That's a lot of parity.
Here's my question, though.
What's that?
I don't know if you can find it, but do you have the tiebreaker over the Rays for the division?
I'd have to look at our head-to-head over the course of the year. It shouldn't take that long to figure out. Let's see. Tampa.
Yeah, it depends.
It's 13 games. I just have to count wins and losses.
Yeah.
We play them. Okay, so win 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 5-1, 5-2. So now there's 6 more games left. 5-2 so far. It looks pretty strong. I only have to win 2 more to clinch.
2 more.
And there you go. Tampa, 2 out of 3 at Tampa. So I've already clinched. Even the final 3 against them doesn't matter. And there.
Unless they win their next game. Unless they
Yeah, so if they lose the last game and I win the last game, I not only win the division, I've got the best record in baseball, number 1 seed. But they have to lose and I have to win.
Yeah, but if they win, GG for your season. But still, a top team.
Who are they playing and what's the matchup for Tampa here? Nestor Cortez Jr. against Brady Singer of Boston. Oh, no, I have to rely on Boston to help me?
Come on, Boston, lose that 1 game.
I got to rely on Boston. And then I'm playing the Twins, obviously, because I know my Orioles. We played the Twins to be in the season. I got to go up against Merrill Kelly? All right. Well, there it is, folks. Any major injuries? Well, Renifo, well, there you go. He's been out. His season ended. Big injury.
Wait, were there any injuries on my team?
Yeah, I'm going to look at that.
I don't remember if there were any injuries on my team.
Oh, you had Rocchio, and he had a similar torn labrum, 5 to 6 months out. How much did he actually play? Oh, it happened about 2/3 of the way into the season. But he was hitting 183. Oh, be happy this guy went down. be happy this guy was lost for the season. 400 plate appearances. 183. 10 errors? Double-digit errors in two... Oh, my God. Negative WAR. Yeah, be happy. He's done.
See, what I can remember from what you and I talked about on what? Sunday? Or was it Saturday?
I don't know.
Can't remember exactly.
Doesn't matter.
But if the game didn't put Soler in center field, I think the division would be a lot closer. If it was, I think it would be, I would be over a 500 team if Soler was not in center field.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know when that change was made or what, you know. Like, it could have been a recent... I don't know. Oh, you know, okay, there's one thing to check. Just how many innings was Soler in the field? Because he shouldn't even be in left or right field. So when you look at innings played, that should be... If it's, like, under 500 innings, I would say you can't really blame it all on that. But if it's more than that, then... I'll say okay. All right, so Soler, top of the list. 300, yeah, he wasn't in the field much. He was DHing for the most of the time. So you can't really say it was all about playing in center field, obviously, right? Everyday players...
Just oh my God.
Yeah, he only made 4 errors.
On offense. No, like inconsistent on offense.
Yeah.
Like Reynolds, you'd think he'd do better. Soler, you'd think he would hit better than 202.
All right.
Lorenz, though.
Oh,
there
you
must
know,
have been an injury.
We never got to look at my pitching staff, or did we? Oh, yeah, we did.
There must have been an injury or something to Bo Naylor, or a trade went down, because there's no way Lorenz should have played 117 games.
Yeah, yeah.
So there must have been a trade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bryce Miller was the trade. I somehow got a trade and got Bryce Miller. That worked out nice, because those are some nice numbers. 90 rating now, only 25 years old. Hell yeah. What did I have to give up to get him, I wonder? It must have been another starter. I can't remember who it was. All right, man. I think that's enough futzing around. Now I can actually play this final game and see if I...
Have you played any of the games, like, in-game, or you just hit the sim button the entire time?
For this exercise, I just simmed up to the final day. But, you know, when I start a franchise, I start by playing the games. Sometimes I'll give up after a couple of games and just start simming. Sometimes I have never gone a whole season without simming at least portions of it. It's just so much, you know.
So far, I've started a new MLB The Show file with the Red Sox current day. As of right now, I am beating your Orioles 6-2, ninth inning, and 1 out, runners on first and second. I think it's Mullins at the plate. I have Kenley Jansen on in relief, and I'm 8-2. So, and your Orioles, not doing so hot. They are currently heading into this game 4-6.
It's nothing.
Guys got swept by the Angels
4-6
in their opening day series.
4-6 to start the year.
About to be 4-7.
4-7.
About to be 4-7, by the way. Your offense is bad.
Nah, you're gonna shit the bed here in a minute. That's right. It's my channel.
Not my team. Not my team.
Somebody's gonna come in and blow it.
An MLB The Show. On my MLB The Shows, we don't blow it. Just made a trade, anyway.
Oh, speaking of,
traded away Emmanuel Valdez.
Other than Verlander, any other news today?
Don't think really anything. You saw the Rooker signing, or extension, I should say, rather.
Yeah, Steve Guttenberg technically admitting to Grand Theft Auto on CNN. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Why is the star of the Police Academy movies? All right, there's Jamie Lee Curtis from True Lies. Why that is on this... Oh,
Oh, did you hear about? I know this is not like signing things, but did you hear about the Padres thing going on right now?
I know there's some internal
Thing going on with their ownership.
Say again?
About like their ownership, basically what you were just saying, like internal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know the details, but I know that there's some instability going on with the front office.
It's a good old. It's everybody's favorite thing with problems. I can say it on your channel. Racism. Of course it is.
Is somebody accusing the organization of it, or is somebody? Tell me more.
I believe it was as of right now, the widow of the owner who just died last year.
Yeah, the guy that spent crazy money trying to win a World Series, knowing he was not long for this earth. Yeah, that guy.
But the wife is suing his brothers for control of the team, and she said in the lawsuit that one of the brothers is trying to move the team to, I don't remember where. I don't think they said. They're trying to remove him from San Diego, and she wants full control of the team. And she admits that there's racism in play somehow and sexism in it. I can't remember exactly how it fits into it, but she's throwing that out there in that lawsuit. I'd have to look more into it. I just heard about it like 7 hours ago.
Who is this scumbag woman? Because when I say
widow
scumbag
of Peter
woman,
Sadler.
let me first just, that sounded misogynistic as hell. When I say who is this scumbag woman, that's not to imply that I have that, feeling about women in general, but that's the feeling I'm picking up on this lady. Hold on, let me get this camera back up over here. Let me look some of this shit up. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, God. Let's really get this out of the way.
There wasn't too much. You saw the Gavin Lux trade as well, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm all caught up with transactions, but Padres owner wife. Let's just... Goddamn. You'll get out of here in the next 15 minutes, I promise you. Shield. By the way, how much her junior is? Peter Seidler was how old, and how old is she?
I think he was like 60, in his like early 60s.
And she looks about late 30s, early 40s. So yeah, trophy wife. He died at 63. And she is how old?
I don't know.
What the fuck kind of name is Sheil? Her
Doesn't
age.
say right here.
What? It should just pop right out somewhere.
Yeah, it should.
Or at least a Wikipedia of her that shows me when the hell... Dude, give me something. Look at that. It doesn't even have a link. I can't even... How old is she? She trying to hide her age? How can I find this, man? New York Times is going to put up a big thing. Yeah, I can't see that.
There's a Chris Martin signed? Oh, he went to the Rangers.
Oh, yeah, Martin to the Rangers, yeah.
Oh, man.
To Padre fans, I want you to hear from me directly. Peter and I had a mission to bring championship baseball to San Diego. That remains my commitment to you. Read my full statement below. Oh, God, this... First of all, the idea of moving a team out of San Diego, probably the most perfect environment for a baseball team to be. The weather's perfect. It's a big city. People make a lot of money that live there because cost of living there ain't cheap. Their attendance is always great. They got a beautiful ballpark. What in the hell is she even suggest? Like, where would you go that's more appealing than San Diego? Hawaii? Where are you going? This is all just she's trying to maneuver to own the team and take it away from, I'm assuming, the original dude left a last will and testament and made it abundantly clear who gets what. It's just, I got something similar going on in my own family, man, involving my father's passing away, which is now 12 years ago. And that is still unsettled. So this hits a little close to home for me. When I know that somebody's making up a bunch of BS and taking people to court and all this stuff to try and take something that rightfully is not theirs. And right there, Peter had a clear estate plan. This plan specifically named 3 of his 9 siblings with whom he worked closely for many decades as successor trustees of his trust. And Peter himself prohibited Scheel from ever serving as trustee. Dude, I swear to God, this exact sort of legal argument is going on with me personally and my family for over a decade now, where my stepmother is playing the role of this awful woman right here, which is to try and just use the money she has through court fees to just try to outlast us and take more from my father's estate than what is rightfully hers. Sorry to bring up something so personal, Fitz, or to anyone else still listening, but it was very simple. My father had 3 children, me, my brother, and my sister. When I was born, my mother and my father got divorced not long after, and then he met this woman who became my stepmother before I was even a year old. They got together, they were spouses, and they were married at a point for the course of the next 40 years until he passed away. Make it 35. And that entire time when I was growing up, my father was so vocal about what would happen whenever he would eventually leave this earth. And that very simple statement was, my entire estate is going to be split 4 ways equally, 25% to his oldest son, his daughter, his youngest son, me, and his spouse, my stepmother. That's it. That's how complicated this estate plan, and it was very clear. That was his intentions. That was his desire. That's his last request, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a request. I mean, it's his. He's entitled to be able to do this. But my stepmother immediately, because she was named the trustee or whatever, the manager of the estate, started pulling shenanigans at first by just basically sitting on the estate for an entire year without even talking to anybody else in the family about splitting up the estate, and how that would work and what we needed to do. And for me, my siblings, we made a pact very early on. After a couple of months, we were like, yeah, it's a little bit odd that she hasn't brought that up yet, but she's grieving. And, I think it's fair to give a widower like a full year to just leave them alone. Don't pressure them about handling the estate and allow them to do that. And then, of course, you would expect it would take less than a year for them to get the ball rolling. If they were being good people, they would know that there's an estate out there that needs to be settled and divvied up and whatever. But no, she just sat on it, and I can't really get into more details. But after a year, my sister and I were like, well, we got to hire a lawyer because she's clearly attempting to fleece this estate from us before we actually get our share of the estate. And it has been an illegal battle, a battle in which we've won our case in several different levels of court, but my stepmother keeps appealing the results of these rulings and kicking it up to the next highest court. It now sits in one court below the Supreme Court. This current.
Jeez.
Yeah. It is now, there's only one higher court left, the Supreme Court. And my God, they don't need to be wasting their time with this nonsense. But yeah,
if it gets to the Supreme Court, I'm laughing. Straight up, I will laugh very hard.
Well, forgive me for not laughing. I just want to be able to maybe have some peace and you know, this is, my father passed away, right? That's never fun.
Yeah.
But you would like to be able to grieve and then move on and then just occasionally have memories and maybe sometimes you feel sad. But when you're left with an outstanding estate and this legal nonsense hovering over you like a storm for what is now going on 12 years, there's no closure, Fitz. That's what you're supposed to get when you lose a family member. You know, you're supposed to grieve and then you have your closure and then you move on. But I can't move on because there's no closure yet because this woman is, again, this is all from reading very little about this widowed wife of the previous owner of the Padres. But man, everything about what this legal move that she's attempting, it just reeks of that. Just trying to take it all, and again, I don't know why, Fitz. This wasn't planned, but what really bothers me is that my stepmother, in her mind, is convinced that she's entitled to more, and that the children of, you know, the father, the man that passed away, are not. According to her, you know, she had to tolerate a lot of his antics because my dad was an alcoholic and he wasn't much of a physical person, but man, mental abuse. Oh my God, he was nasty. He was one of those alcoholics that just knew how to push buttons and say all the worst things about you and make you feel terrible. And she's like, well, and I had to put up with that.
But not a good person in general.
Not when he was drinking. He was Jekyll and
I shouldn't say.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde. During the day, before the vodka came out, my dad was as likable and charismatic and helpful and generous of a person as you could know. But he was two different people. But anyway, we all were exposed to that. The kids, but my point is, we were kids. We weren't given a choice. We were put here, and we are legally under the guidance, supervision, and care of our parents. You, on the other hand, stepmom, had the choice to just leave this toxic relationship, if that's what you felt it was, at any given time. But no, you stuck it out over the years because you had long-term goals. And your long-term goal was to cash in on my father's estate whenever he cashed out. And you knew, you were banking on it because you knew he drank a lot. You knew he wasn't going to live into his 90s. You were almost just anticipating it. This is what happened in my personal family life, Fitz. Are you bored yet?
No, but I am sorry to hear about this issue.
Yeah, it's again, it's been hanging around for so long. Reading this,
it kind of does make sense.
Well, this is what some people do out there, Fitz. There's just some really gross people out there that they spend their lives cultivating and manipulating their way into a position to get a big payday so that they can just sit around and sip on fucking wine and sit by the pool and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Still can't find her age, by the way. This Sheol.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Why is it so difficult to find her age? Let me look at just a photo of her again. I mean, I'll be able to figure it out by looking at her. I'm sure I can ballpark within a year or two.
Apparently, Apparently, she's had 3 kids. One of them's over the age of 10. So,
yeah, I mean,
can't
looking
be
at her,
that old.
she looked late 30s to me. And again, he's 63. So,
I would guess, like, yeah.
And
He
when
don't look 63, to be honest.
And when did they get married?
Oh, it looks like 50.
Or was that
I don't
11-year-old kid his kid too? All 3 kids from him?
So, yeah.
So they've been together at least 11 years. So yeah, he probably met her when he was like 45 and she was like 23. Typical midlife crisis, but I got a lot of money. I want to date the hottest chick that'll take me. And they get married, and then her whole plan is, I've been married into wealth, and now he's dead, and now I'm about to get even richer. Screw you, lady. Sorry, but this is nuts.
Yeah, there's no Wikipedia page ever. It's like she doesn't even exist.
For somebody that is now the apparent majority owner of a major professional sports team, right?
Apparently.
Like where else do you find that name? I bet you if you look up the majority owner of any other major sports team that they have a Wikipedia page, but she doesn't. Or you can find the age of any of those other people, but her you can't. It's so shady.
I can't. No.
Who are you, Shiel? All right, I'll say this. I mean, looking at the neckline, I'm going to now put her like mid-40s. I mean, she looks good for her age, though. Maybe early 40s. So, 20 years difference. I don't really judge people too much. Once both people are 40 and up, who gives a shit? Oh, is this her like doing yoga? Great. So yeah, this is what she does as the wife. Sits around, makes Instagram posts doing yoga poses in front of exotic beaches. Get screwed. Like, have you ever actually worked, whoever you are? Why do I have a sneaking suspicion you haven't? Why do I have a sneaking suspicion that the vast majority of your time is spent in salons? And look, again, this isn't misogyny, folks. Dudes are rapidly catching up in this department. All these bro boys, all those Andrew Tate wannabes, all these guys that have to upload 20 photos a day of their workout photos at the gym to their Instagram accounts and talk about protein shakes and shit and how to be an alpha male. Like it's happening for both genders now. You know what I'm saying, Fitz?
I love this. Yeah, I love this thing that it says. Since Peter's death, the lawsuit alleges that Shiel and her children have been effectively ostracized from the team. Bob and Matt, the 2 brothers, have made clear, in quotes, that they are not welcome at owners box at Padres games, and have informed team employees that Shiel is not an owner, which is true, should not be interacting with current and prospective players.
So there you go. She's indeed not. She has zero. Yeah, she's. Wow. So I gotta think that this guy that passed away. I mean, he married her. They had kids. I'm sure there was a point where he loved her, but I'm willing to bet that even he knew. And again, he knew he was dying. That she was a gold digger. And so when he set up his will, he was like, you're not getting my team. You can have the house, you got your kids, you're going to be rich, but you're not going to be a billionaire like me just by taking everything that I had. No. I'm giving it to my brothers who actually give a damn about how to run the team instead of making yoga photo Instagram
You know what's
posts.
really funny about this? One last thing before I sign off. You know how you'd like to be, loyal if you're, grieving over your, say, the loss of a spouse, you'd like to be somewhat in the area, like in the general region.
Where is she?
Texas. While Bob and Matt live in South Carolina. So she's not even in the same damn time zone. 2 time zones away.
Well, why are they in? Why is nobody in San Diego?
Well, Bob and Matt do live in South Carolina, and San Diego is near there.
What do you mean San Diego's near South Carolina? It's opposite coasts.
I meant California.
Oh.
I meant California.
Southern California.
Okay, if I said Carolina, my bad.
Hey, you said South Carolina twice. Okay.
Oops, that's my bad.
All right, so they're in Southern Cal, where San Diego is, and she's in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're not a part of this, all right? I'm sure she got paid tons of, not paid or whatever. I'm sure she was left so much money and resources, investments, whatever. She's set for life. She never has to lift a finger. Her kids are set for life. But she wants more. And she feels entitled. Let me hire some lawyers. Let me take some of my inheritance and just turn around and use it to try to take more. You know what? And she keeps doing this. What is this pose? Is this like her signature pose? Like 2 fingers pointing up? Are you like, ugh, God, I hate her. I'm basing this on the 5 photos of her that exist on the internet. I'm not a fan. All right, Fitz. I think we've covered the gamut here. Thanks for being on.
Yes.
Oh, my. Is that strand of hair just been hanging on my forehead like that? Looks like I'm wearing a toupee.
Yes.
You got to let me know that, Fitz. Be like, hey, dude, fix your hair. It's a mess.
Well, I mean, you've had a really bad day, apparently, and a bad New Year, so.
Yeah. This stream might have been my finest work yet. You got a little bit of everything.
Just might have been.
You saw the highs.
QVC, violence against chairs.
Mm-hmm.
You getting pulled aside to your door, getting talked to whoever that was.
Yeah.
Someone talking to you at the door. We got, what else? Baseball talk. Everything.
Shrimp tempura.
Oh, that.
$14 bowls of soup.
I thought it was 13, but
whatever.
No. Disgusting soup.
All right, man. That's going to do it. Wait, let me do one more thing. One more thing. I swear it's a momentary thing. Okay. Wow, it's true. It's just...
Beat up your chair?
No, I just wanted I wanted to check if there was anyone else left. No, apparently it is just you. All right. I knew. Look at that, Fitz. Right, look at that. Right when I said, all right, it's time to start looking at this baseball stuff. All right. Hey, man, have a good night. When are you streaming again?
Whenever I have the time. I've been swamped recently, so whatever I get the time.
All right, well, great
Probably
promo.
Thursday.
Great promo, man. There's nobody here to listen to it anyway, so. All right, dude, have a good one. And it's so weird signing off when there's no audience. So I'll just say goodbye, Fitz, and that's it. Bye,
All
Fitz. Laters.
Bye.
God. All right. Gosh, what a day. That chair, that fucking piece of shit chair, man. Unbelievable. Have a good one, folks.